you guys, back in July, we talked about doing a podcast, and I never got to it, and I decided we're finally going to do the first episode, and I could not think of a better person to ask to do it because I quite enjoy Vivian and her streams, and she's very fun and chill and good vibes. So, the way I think I want to do these podcasts are we're going to stream them, and then obviously there will be a VOD. I can go ahead and save that VOD. We can upload it to YouTube. I can rip the audio, put it on all streaming services like Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, Google, you name it. I'm going to put them on all the podcast services. And then if you want to see video, then you'll be able to go to the YouTube channel and watch it there. So if we do not interact with chat a lot, that's because this is more for just live streaming the podcast and everything. So we're not ignoring you. I don't dislike any of you. It's just I'm just trying this out. I'm going to see kind of how it goes. And this is going to be a trial and error thing, kind of. I don't think I have a command set up for the podcast yet. That's okay. I will get that set up, like tomorrow or something. But, podcast name, we mutually agreed is going to be That Girl Next Door, because I'm definitely not the sweet girl next door, but I'm that girl next door. Maybe you want to drink with her, maybe you hate her, maybe you love her, maybe you're just trying to bang her. So I'm just that girl next door. We have Vivian on here. As you guys may or may not know, the concept is going to be, I want to get a creator on here. We're going to talk about the good, the bad. We're going to give them some self-promotion. We're going to talk about all the different stuff that they do and maybe stuff they want to accomplish. Just kind of stuff along those lines. But, that's...
For having me. I am happy you thought of me. I've never done a podcast, so I was like, yeah, I'm comfortable.
So I had a podcast back in the day, and I had someone that I did all of the episodes with. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, and I used my real name. So we're here just doing, Hazel is pushing shit out, and we'll see what happens. But without further ado, Vivian, go ahead and tell them first and foremost, what all services are you on? We know you're a Twitch streamer. What else do you do?
Lonely Land at this moment, and just Twitch. And I'm working on my ASMR channel right now. I'm going to be doing my ASMR on Twitch, and then I'm going to also do it on TikTok and upload those to YouTube. And so basically just being the same, just gaming on Twitch kind of vibe.
So I know that you're on TikTok. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna fucking be a thing. Where are my alerts? Because those are being muted fucking ASAP. I'm just gonna delete alerts from this scene. That's fine. Raise the volume up. Okay. Desktop audio. Okay. I know you're on TikTok. You be doing your thing over there. What do you do on TikTok? What kind of content you putting out over there?
Some of the little dances, or just like the funny, see what type of cat you are, or see what type of medication you are, kind of thing. I mean, it's silly, super, super, super silly, and that's what I like about TikTok. It's not serious at all, and there's some TikToks where I put out that I think are going to do really well, and then they don't, they flop. And then there's TikToks where I'm just fuck it, and then they do really fucking good. So it's just it's so funny to see how people react, and you just can reach so many people. Even I comment all the time on things, people you don't know, and I get likes, and I don't know, it's I feel a lot of freedom on TikTok.
Well, see, I agree and disagree. I definitely feel like there is a better reach on TikTok, but I almost feel like the freedom part is kind of limited, because I feel like you can get in trouble on there a lot easier than you could on Twitch or on Instagram. I mean, obviously, fucking Twitter is the fucking wild, wild west. You see anything and everything there. But I feel like TikTok's kind of one of those gray areas where I see people literally breastfeeding and shaking their asses, and then the next minute everybody's getting their shit blocked and deleted and whatnot. So I feel like it's so weird. It goes both ways, where either you can literally do anything, which I have a video of shaking my ass on TikTok, let's be real. But I also, like, you know, when I did a live stream the other night, for, you know, defending myself from these assholes, I literally got banned for being a bully. So I think it's kind of crazy.
I get banned randomly
with
too.
TikTok.
It is. I understand. Like, it's so weird because you can like twerk on TikTok. Like in the beginning, you couldn't, but like you can make the videos and twerk, but you can't actually be twerking on a video, like on a live. I mean, and that's like why. And it's supposed to be more for children or whatever, but they literally have twerking tutorials on TikTok.
For
it's
sure.
just it's so weird how they allow some things and don't, and then same with Twitch, you know.
Absolutely.
Like, why not?
So
honestly, if there was a platform just for dancing and twerking, I'd be on that.
yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, let's look back where TikTok was once upon a time Musically, and all it was just people lip syncing and doing cringy transitions, and now we've got people literally with their titties out. So even if there was an app just for dancing and twerking, I feel like next thing you know, it's gonna be, you know, everyone's gonna be doing other shit on there anyways. And I feel like that's every platform, because like even looking at Twitch, it originated as gaming. And then you got girls in bikinis making money that everybody's offended by.
Yep, that's true. And then, so a lot, like, even Twitch doesn't allow you to, like, show, like, be, like, braless, like, have your under parts be showing through the shirts or through the pants and stuff like that. But that is all over TikTok. Like, pretty much see-through, and they're all plugging in their Lonely Lambs, and I think that's all that it really is. It's just promotion. That's all that TikTok is. It's just promotion to your other platforms. So it's like free game on whatever you want to do, but don't do it live, and then send everybody to your platform. So on Twitch, it's just, they're just like, all right, this is it, nothing more, type of thing. Hi.
I completely agree, because I feel like that's exactly what TikTok is it's just a promotional app at this point. Because I mean, right. I'm super guilty of putting up TikTok live while I'm Twitch streaming to get people to come over to Twitch. So, or you know, any spicy related content, obviously. But yeah, for sure, at this point, it's more of just a way to promote yourself and show all of your other content out there.
Also, just like, because like I'll post my TikToks that I've made on Instagram, and like those TikToks won't do well on TikTok, but they'll do well on Instagram. Like, it's so random.
See, I feel like I have the reverse. Like, I feel like any of my TikToks that I post on Instagram don't do anything, and then and then my TikToks are, you know, some TikToks do fairly well. I feel like it's such a weird thing.
Yeah. And like, I'll get more followers from my TikToks that I post on Instagram than my actual TikToks on TikTok, like going to Instagram and following me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I also think that the people that are just on Instagram aren't really ready for the crazy shit that's all over TikTok.
I also think Instagram at this point, though, is just trying too hard to be TikTok, because, like, you know, Reels weren't a popular or, like, big thing, and now, like, that's what they're trying to push more than just normal-ass pictures.
Yeah. That's the thing. I haven't had Facebook in a minute, but I'm sure Facebook has already gotten into, like, how they have, like, Reels and... What does YouTube have? What's
Shorts.
Their thing? Shorts. Yeah.
Which, again, I feel like everybody's trying to bank off the success of TikTok.
Yep. I mean, TikTok is the shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been plenty of times that I've looked at my phone 2 hours later and I'm like, oh, I've been on TikTok for 2 hours, didn't even notice.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. I feel like even though it is for like promoting yourself, you're able to just kind of relax and be like yourself, no makeup, and just like kind of shoot shit with people. And sometimes it'll miss, sometimes it'll hit. But and then like you said, you'll randomly get banned for harassment. It's like, how was that harassing anybody? And I see girls all the time that are just like stitching or other people and just commenting on other TikToks.
Yeah.
Not commenting, but like, doing
Commentary.
side by side. Yeah. With another TikTok, and they'll get like banned for something like that. It's really weird. I don't know.
Yeah, and it honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me with the way that they do things and go about things. Like, I don't know. We could talk about TikTok for fucking 10 hours straight because there's so much shit that goes on and is allowed but isn't allowed. And I know someone that has probably 5 or 6 iPhones simply for the fact that they kept getting their TikTok accounts banned. And because it goes off like the device's MAC address, they keep buying a new phone so that they can be on TikTok. And that's wild to me. You're willing to go spend $1,000+ on a new phone just to be able to post on TikTok? Like, that's crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't know, like, unless they're like content creators,
They kind of are. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how much money people actually make doing that.
Well, I've heard that the creator fund, it doesn't make as much money as like everybody thinks. So everybody's trying to get that 10K followers to try to start making revenue off their videos, but it's actually
that much.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you really aren't like doing anything until you have like $500,000 or $1 million.
Oh, for sure. Well, at least have even if you don't have that many followers, have your videos consistently doing better.
True.
Okay, so your main platform, would you say your main platform is Twitch at this point, or do you feel like you have a bigger audience and following elsewhere?
So it was easy to grow on TikTok. That happened like in a month of just like trying, of being consistent on TikTok, maybe 2 months. And then, but then like getting all the followers that I have now on Twitch, like, is now even to my TikTok. Like, I have about 8K on both plus. And that's like that just says a lot about like the growth of or like like how easily it is to grow on TikTok and not on Twitch, depending on like your circumstances, I guess. But yeah, I definitely spend like at least like 90 hours plus streaming on Twitch. And, it just takes 5 seconds to make one TikTok.
For sure. Well, and even then, like, TikTok has all those filters, so you don't even have to spend time getting ready. You can throw a filter on, record,
right.
15 seconds and just hit upload instead of like getting the whole setup and getting your computer turned on and getting, everything ready. Instead, you just throw your phone on a tripod, record, and you're done.
Well, people have filters on their screen now where they can pretty much be like another person. They don't have to get ready, and like they can throw on whatever.
Like on Twitch?
Yeah, like I've seen girls that will have like, or what is it called? Like they don't even have to really get ready, do anything, because they're doing those like animation type videos. Like what are those called? Past, I think.
Talking about Facetune?
No, not Facetune, but like it's like the anime chicks, and it's like all they're doing is you hear their voice.
Oh, fuck, what are those called? I know what you're talking about.
I know chat has them. And I was like, damn, that must be nice. Like, you don't have to show yourself. You
yeah, VTubers.
Like, VTubers, thank you, yeah.
Yep. I mean, honestly, though, I feel like if I had like, you know, a more sultry, seductive voice, I would probably try to throw my hat in that ring, because then I don't have to do anything. I can literally be in baggy sweatpants and not have to worry about someone saying show ass. I can literally just, you know, put headphones on, a mic, and then have this anime character be doing everything. But the crazy thing is those people get hella fucking views and followers.
They do work really hard though, because their voice sounds like you could tell they're actually working their voice. They're acting, they're working, and it's like I don't know. It sounds hard. It sounds like a lot of work. And even like the other day, I was trying to just like whisper, and whispering kind of puts me in like a calming state, kind of. So it's like without even trying. So I wonder how, like, I'm sure it just like once they start, it's you just can't stop.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cool. Thanks, Kayla, for the sub.
Thank you for the sub, yeah. And thank you guys for all the follows, which if anyone's not already following Vivian, go ahead and give her a follow now. I don't even know how to do that new. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Okay, so which is your favorite platform to be on?
Definitely Twitch, because that's where like I know the most people. Like I can, like those are my friends. And then it all trickles down basically. Like I don't really. It's hard to keep up on Instagram, and actually like I can't talk to people on there. I can't reach all the DMs. I don't have time to do that. And like I keep my friendships on Twitch, and I love that. It's pretty cool. And if they follow me on TikTok and Instagram and whatever, then that's dope too. But they don't have to. But you know, if they want more of me, it's out there. Right. And, you know, like when I'm off live, you know, you can still get a dose of me somewhere.
Dose of you. Yes, okay. So what prompted the username change? Because for those of you who don't know, it used to be Ms. Yoda Viv. Or V.
Yes. Same thing. But yeah, no, I made up DoseofVi like almost 10 years ago, and it was just Yoda and then VI at the end, and I just liked the way it sounded. It was just time to change. I wanted to make my own type of brand. I didn't want to like cling on to Star Wars kind of thing. But I still love Star Wars. But
I was a little worried for you when I saw your badge change. I thought you were going to get in trouble for that, to be honest.
Badge change. Oh, yeah. I know. I thought about that, too.
So I'm very glad you didn't.
Yeah, no, there was no problems about it. And that was another thing. I didn't know what to call my subscribers. Like last time they were called like the troops.
Right.
So, and I don't want them to be called, you know, addicts. So we're
sounds
still
a little problematic.
We're tweaking that a little.
Yeah, I still don't know what to call my people at this point. I mean, we do like on Discord, I have like the spicy bot that puts out all my alerts, and then we have like the chili pepper and stuff, but that was, I mean, and then we have like the sunglasses badge, but because I was always doing like pool streams down in Florida, so like, I feel like I'm kind of in a weird unknown area where I don't know, like, I don't feel like I need to change my username, but I don't have like a structure for my community.
Right. That was one thing that when I started on Twitch, my mod that was in the beginning, he was like, you need a brand. You need to know like what you're gonna call your community, like what are these? And I just put that off for so long because I was just like, I can't. I'm not creative. I don't know. But I do understand like the importance, I guess, of it now. And yeah, with the Star Wars thing, it was just too close to just all like just using all of their shit. Like I didn't want that. Like I'd rather just have my own. Yeah. But and that's another thing. I was almost gonna be called Compound V, which is another show thing.
The Boys.
Called The Boys.
Yep.
Yes, great show on Prime. Go watch it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and use your Prime sub on Vivian, and then go watch The Boys after.
Or Hazel, watch. Use your Prime for Hazel too. But yeah, it's. But I was like, I just like the idea of getting like a little kick from me or something.
No, I love it.
Yeah, it was cool. I was worried too. I've seen a lot of people like do name changes, and you know, it takes a while for people to catch on. And so I really I didn't want to like suddenly change. I just like, I was telling everyone I'm going through a brand change, so be aware, here it comes. And yeah, I mean, Miss Yoda forever, I guess, but I'm done with Yoda. I'm a Sith. I love the dark side. Yoda can suck it. I'm just kidding.
That's what you should have done. If you had kept with the Star Wars theme, instead of just like literally just gradually start changing like your username and your badges and everything over to like the dark side, so then that way like people would slowly become confused, and like you don't even tell them, just like slowly leak it. That would have been funny.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think I am the dark side now, but
but that's because we've been burned and been done dirty too many times, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I feel like the Jedi have their like balls cut off. Don't do that.
Okay, so tell me about the best experience you've had on Twitch then.
The best?
The best.
Oh, shit. The first thing that comes to mind is, because, like, okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is just, like, the pull streams. Like, every day, like, I was just, like, my own hype man, just, like, getting it done. Like, and it was fun. It was fun and hard. It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun, and I'm glad I did it. I got to meet some really cool people, but in the end, like, as good as it was also bad, just like the toll that it took on me, I guess. But it was a lot of fun, and I don't regret it. I'm glad it happened. I had to, you know, I guess I just had to find out. I had to fuck around and find out, and I did.
Well, I mean, that's how I found you, was I rated you when you were doing a pull stream, so.
Yeah, that's how, like, a bunch of people found me, too, that I'm now friends with. And, you know, it was just a fun time. It was a fun summer. Like, I was turning 30. It was like, this is what I'm doing on my 30th year.
I feel that.
Hanging out in a kiddie pool. It was fun.
Would you ever go back? Would you ever dabble again?
Maybe not to outside, but to maybe an inside pool stream. Just like getting a little kiddie pool and saying fuck it.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of people who play video games in a kiddie pool. So, you know, you could do Fall Guys in a kiddie pool, and then you're kind of getting like the best of both worlds.
Yep. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna see what ASMR has in store first.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to dabble in that and let me. I mean, obviously, I'll be checking in it.
You'll be around, you'll know, and I'm sure there'll be people that won't dig it. Like, it'll be, it's not for everybody, and I get that, but I'm really interested, not just for the views, but just like, if so many people enjoy it, they must be like onto something. Like, I like the meditation feel of it. I like being calm. Like, I get it now. Oh yeah, Carla said, my first milestone, I feel like, was getting my gaming chair, because my back was hurting for a minute sitting on a stool. But yeah. Full streams and the gaming chair. Big,
I feel
big
like
win.
the ASMR, like for you, since you stream like later at night, I feel like that's a great demographic for you, anyways, because you know a lot of people like to listen to ASMR when they're going to bed or getting ready to go to bed. So because you stream a
Right.
little bit later, you know you're kind of helping them like wind down or to fall asleep. So that I feel like that's a great market for you, especially. Um,
Yeah. I
so
love
I'm
staying up all night too, and I'm not gonna be yelling and screaming bloody murder, at night. Like my parents are like calling me, like, "Are you okay? Like, what the fuck?" And so it'll be nice to just do some tingles.
you're gonna get that ear licking mic, right?
Oh no, not yet, not yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. It's only $300, but I don't wanna. I'm not really into the licking thing. If I do anything, I will like cover my mouth. Like there's some things that people do, like with like a ribbed pen or like makeup brush or something, and they
Mm-hmm.
make this noise with their teeth. And a lot of people just like cover their mouth for it, and I'm like, I kind of like that because I don't want people to be looking at my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm worried that like there'll be something in my teeth, and I want to kind of stray away from the sexualness ASMR.
Or, I mean, you could
'Cause,
always have like one night a week where you focus on that and then you kind of plug any spicy content.
yeah, I'd rather just if people wanted that, I'd rather just keep it that way, and make it maybe a little bit more spicier than Twitch would allow.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do just like start with the basics ASMR, which I don't know if you've gone through TikTok, but like those ASMR girls they're just so wholesome, and they're just talking and whispering at the same time, and it's just everyone has good vibes, and I enjoy that. Not too much moderating except for the haters,
Sure.
which is fine.
And you
Those are
said you're
always
going to
people.
start a new channel, right?
Uh, for YouTube, I think I'm gonna keep it for Twitch just because
It's
I
easiest.
can. But yeah, for TikTok, I will eventually like make my own TikTok and put stuff on there. But I already have. I'm able to go live on my TikTok account
Mm-hmm.
right now, so I'm just going to kind of practice on that for now, and see, like, I want feedback. Like, I know I'm gonna suck at first. I know I'm not gonna be good, and I've been watching a lot of people, and I think maybe I have a short attention. Is that what it's called? Attention span. Like, it's hard for me to like stick around and like listen to it for like a full hour. I can only take like doses of it. But YouTube, like, I feel like the YouTuber ASMRs are like just way more legit, as in like they don't have a chat that they're keeping up with. They're just like
Sure.
going into their own meditation type of thing, and just and I like that too. I want to get to that point where I could just stare at a camera and nobody be there.
Well, yeah, and then I mean the other
Attention
side of
span.
that would be is you could go ahead and create like a YouTube playlist and as you like make more and more content and then people can literally just play your playlist, you're getting constant watch minutes and views while they're sleeping. Because again, I feel like ASMR, like when I think of ASMR, sure, relaxation, calming and stuff, but I think of like sleep. So
Yeah.
then that way, that's their white noise in a sense.
Yes. Yes. Uh, and that's what I want. And have you seen that people have been do reruns on their Twitch,
Yeah.
and will have like a 1,300, like 1,000 views, like 300 views just on a rerun, and it's just, and I'm interested. I'm definitely interested, and we'll see how it goes. I hope I'll get some new people into the community, and it'll just keep growing. That's the goal. And I just feel like I've hit like a wall with this so far,
I get that.
with just gaming, and which is fun. Like, I'm really enjoying that, but it's not. and I don't feel like I'm growing anymore.
I feel like that's kind of everybody though, because like I do follow quite a few channels just to either A, they're people that I like and enjoy, or B, I'm just nosy as fuck and I just want to like see what they're up to and like how they're getting along. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of at a really weird place right now. And I think, you know, as a person on the internet, we expect certain things, and you know, when we don't see those numbers being as high as they used to be or that growth, we kind of like feel discouraged. And even if we have content to do, it's like, okay, well, is it even worth my time to be doing this stuff? That's kind of how I feel. But I feel like the whole platform right now is kind of, I don't want to say dying because that doesn't feel like the right word, but I feel like things are kind of stale and stagnant. Everybody's kind of over it and they're kind of not as interested.
Yeah, but you know, the consistency really does matter. I feel like it's a gamble, you know, like you have to show up to see what'll happen, and either you win or you don't. And if I don't show up, then I'm definitely not gonna win. But it's just, I don't know, like if I show up for a few months and nothing happens, then I need to try something different.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know,
I feel like
and
of a lot of people that I watch or follow, you are super consistent. You go live almost all of the time. You're always doing something, and I feel like you're on there for a good amount of time. And so, like the other day, I remember watching your stream, and you know, with the partner stuff, I feel kind of upset for you because like I get that. I get how hard you feel like you're working and trying, and then for things to not be going in the direction that they should be is very discouraging.
it is, but you know, I gotta see it as like a lesson and take what I can from it and do something different, because you can either like just, you know, be like, okay, give up, I'm gonna just, you know, not do this, but I'm, you know, I gotta take what I can from it and do something else. I don't want to just quit, and that wouldn't be fair to my community that I've built,
Sure.
that I've worked so hard, like, to make. And you know, I have real genuine connections and friends that I've made, to streamers and my just any of the people in my community. And so, you know, I feel like if I give up, then I'm giving up on them too.
For sure.
And you know, they want to see me grow, and I want them to grow too. Um, and you know, if anything, I need to be an example, or like be there along the ride with them too. And you know, we're all just trying to make it and have fun at the same time. And I feel like that's like a really cool thing that Twitch does, is like you're here for a good time, and if you can, you know, profit off of it, then cool. But at least you're having a good time. And it shouldn't have to just be about like how hot you are or whatever. But if you're good at games, then that's fucking dope. And I wish I was.
I totally feel that though, because like, you know, I was having a hard time making friends down in Florida, and that's the whole reason why, you know, Hazel came into existence. Is I wanted people I could talk to and essentially friends to make. And you know, I am very thankful and blessed with the community that I've had. And so I totally get that. Like, you know, when I'm taking a mental break and everyone's checking in on me, and I have people concerned that I quit streaming or that, you know, what happened to me, I totally feel that, because, you know, you're not just letting yourself down by, like, you know, you're putting in all this hard work and then you stop. You're also letting down other people who almost rely on you in a way, because, you know, you're their friend too, and they're worried about you and they want to see you succeed. And so, you know, I totally feel that.
Yeah. And I think in the beginning, I know I definitely did this. I didn't really try to make other friends, like real genuine connections with people. I just kind of like expected, like, I don't know what I expected. Yeah, I guess I just expected people to care without me actually caring. This
Yeah, no, for sure.
About, like, raiding and, you know, actually jumping into people's chats and communities. And it's just, you know, eventually you have one big giant community and everyone's friends. And I love that. And your mods should, you know, be showing you who's dope and
Yeah.
who you should just go check out, and, you know, like who they think you would get along with and stuff like that. Like it's just a lot of networking, but like fun networking, you know.
I feel like I've
Because
been
the
on
more fun you're having, the less you're thinking about money and shit.
I feel like I've been on both sides of it. I've been the person who I don't want to raid because I don't want to share my people because I'm afraid they're going to leave me and they're going to like
Right.
someone else better. But I also am glad I got over that mentality because I feel like I now have met some really cool people. Like, there's been plenty of times that either if I don't have someone that I want to raid, I let just the community, not even my mods, but my community throw out some names. And then it's a never ending, like, growth thing. Because, I don't know, I feel like things could get really messy. And there have been people, unfortunately, who are only interested in, like, trying to take your community for monetary gain. But then there's been so many other times that hasn't happened, that you have to look at all of the good that could come from raids and chatting in other people's streams.
And it's not like it's not gonna happen where people like start to watch this person more or whatever. I mean, it'll happen both ways.
Yep.
But you can't be scared of that. Like, you gotta grow, and your community is gonna grow. The people are gonna change their minds. They're gonna, you know, maybe leave you for a minute and come back, and
Yep.
and that's okay. People come and go. And
For
I'm not
sure.
really, yeah, I know. And I was totally like that too in the beginning. I was like, you know, no raids, like, or anything. Or I was like, man, this girl's really fucking pretty. Should I raid her? Like,
Thank you.
hell yeah, you know.
Yep. I'm like, oh, she's
everyone's
prettier
gonna
than me.
look for
Maybe I shouldn't raid her because she's got a nicer butt and she's cuter and they're gonna like her and she's gonna be 10 times better than me and they're never gonna come back to me. So yeah, for sure.
I don't know, but then, like, you know, you got to think about it the other way. You raid them, they shut you out, and they'll have a couple of people that like will want to hang out with you, you
Yeah.
know, and I just kind of like, you know, think of it as, you know, whenever I used to work at the casino and all these gorgeous girls like I'd be working with like cocktails and bartenders, and um they would have, you know, people that just tipped them really good, and I had my own people that just tipped me really good, and but it would all just kind of even out. But, you know, their money is their money, my money is my money. I'm happy with what I make. Like, I'm not interested in how much they make or whatever. It's not like that. And I'm not a jealous person, so I had to like kind of like bring that mentality to Twitch and be like, this is just networking, and it is also just like trying to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of good things. We gotta hit the points. What are some super shitty things you've had to deal with streaming on Twitch? You know, besides the whole, like, just the generic shitty comments, like, has there been one instance that has stood out to you that you're like, man, I'm so glad I got past that and I never want to fucking deal with something like that again?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, getting banned did suck. It wasn't my fault, but I mean, it's not. I feel like I've learned from that, and that's not like, it wasn't like, it sucked when it happened, but now that I think about it, I'm like, it's fine. But
So, like, for me, for instance,
it
something
was, go ahead.
something that's stuck with me and almost hurts more than, you know, all of the generic she's blonde but where's the hot, you're fat, or, you know, whatever stupid generic ass bullshit people like to put in chat. You know, I try to ban a lot of those words and my mods try to catch that shit, but of course, you know, it sneaks through. The one thing that has stuck with me that has cut deeper than that is someone telling me that my personality sucked. Like, and it was, of course, it happened to be a pool stream. And so, like, I know obviously why that person was watching my stream at the time. But I think that hurt more than anything is, someone telling me my personality wasn't good. Like, I think that cut deeper than someone saying, I would rather someone tell me, hey, you look fat in that swimsuit, why are you streaming? Versus someone saying, hey, yeah, your personality sucks. Because I don't always do pool streams anymore. And I like to think that a lot of my loyal people, hang out for my personality. Sure, I've got nice booty and thighs that they get to see on occasion. But I feel like someone telling me that my personality isn't great, just, I don't know. That really has stuck with me and has really hurt me.
Right. Well, I get that. I just realized, like, people that say shitty things like that are just shitty themselves and don't have any manners and are just there to spread hate. So I really don't take it personally, and I just laugh it off. I think one thing that always sucks for me is the, like, are you a man, or type of thing, or, like, are you, like, that's annoying to me, but I don't, like, I just think those people are fucking stupid, like, and I don't want to give them any attention. I just shoo it away, and, I hope they, get better and fix their problems, because I'm not the one with the problem. They're the ones that think that I have a shitty personality. I'm fine with myself. I mean, like, you see, there's people, like, talking to me. They like, I have friends. They think I'm all right. You're the one with the problem with me, so you should go fix that, or at least stick around to find out, and I don't know, I gotta give it to my mom for giving me my confidence, and no matter, what you look like, or what people think of you, like, it's all, like, what you think of yourself type of thing. And, if people try to say things that hurt you, that's on them, not you. But it, like, I try to be honest with myself. Like, I know I'm not perfect. But I just, and I can be a little bit sassy at times. but
that's
it's
the charm
fun.
of you.
It's supposed to be fun. It's not serious, like, life is too fucking short to just take everything so seriously.
Thank you for the raid, Luna.
Holy
Luna,
shit, Luna! Hey,
Luna will
baby.
be, everybody go follow Luna, go follow Vivian if you guys have not. Let me see if I can, Luna will be on an episode of the podcast in the future. We're working out some times and days that work for both of us, and we're definitely going to make that happen too. So stay tuned. There's going to be lots of lovely people on here, so... but yeah, no, going back to what you're saying, I get that. And, as much as 1 minute I'm feeling so fucking confident and I feel like I look so great, and I do feel like being on Twitch or any platform for that matter, you have to build up some thick skin. And there's a lot of things that are easy to brush off. At the same time, there are things that sometimes just get to you. And there's been times that I'm just like, you know what? My mental health is worth more. I'm going to dip off. It's not worth being live right now to, have the people who do matter, make them kind of not have as much fun watching.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, because there will be, like, you can only take so much of it. And if you just gotta walk away and take a break sometime, mental breaks are so important. Very important. I love you, Luna. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm actually really surprised that you said that you've had someone say that you look like a man on Twitch. I feel like I've definitely had that experience on, like, TikTok Live. I had someone ask if I was trans, which I'm not taking it as an insult. I'm taking it as more of, why did you think that? Why do you feel that sort of way? like, what about me gives off anything other than what I actually am. So that kind of sucked.
I think people just are trying to be rude and make you think that you're not cute, but like trans people are beautiful. So I'm like,
right.
I usually say something like that, like, they have great style and do great makeup. So like,
Yeah.
are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because
well,
it doesn't hurt.
And like I was talking about on stream the other day, there's plenty of trans people that I've seen that look way better than, real life. A trans girl looks better than half the girls that I meet out on the street. So
Like,
yeah, I definitely don't take it as an insult, but it was just more of, it hurt my feelings as to why someone would go out of their way to say something like that, because it doesn't make sense to me, type of situation.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I hope you have all of your shit set up on, if you're going to start going on TikTok Live, have like your subscription set up and your banned words and your
I haven't done
stuff.
any of that yet. I barely go live on TikTok, and when I have, it's like while I'm streaming on Twitch. Yeah. And then I'll randomly get banned for like harassment or something. And I'm like, I wasn't even talking to them. Like I also wasn't saying anything bad. And so I gotta find moderators on TikTok. I just saw now that you can get like subscriptions and set all that up and do that. So I'm super excited. People have been popping off on that. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see what this next journey gives you. I'm one of your biggest fans and supporters. I know I'm not able to mod there as much as I used to, but I'm definitely there anytime you ever need anything.
Yeah, no worries. And I was really excited when you wanted to be mod too. Like even just being part of my community, I'm happy to have you. But like, yeah, there was a moment where I had like no mods, and I just needed help because like I'm trying to like do other shit, and but now I have plenty of mods, and I love them, and it's totally fine that you don't come around. And same for me. Like I wish I could go to your stream more and help you out.
Well, I mean, if I slept till 1 p.m. every day, then I went to the gym, and then I cooked and did yoga, and then finally gamed at like 9 p.m. Maybe our schedules would line up a little bit more.
My life. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but as long as I go live, that's the only thing that I care about. Even if I don't go to the gym, which happens way too often. But yeah, just trying to at least keep one thing in my life consistent a day, whether it's either the gym or streaming.
I feel like you've been doing really well, because even then, like, you do your workouts and stuff on stream, so then you're killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I wish I was one of those people that have like a full ass gym in their house. I would just do that all the fucking time. But those weights are expensive to have, but like I can bring my stream to the gym. It's just like, how long will the Wi-Fi last?
Right.
Gamble.
I mean, I used to do like the workout streams and stuff, and I felt like I had decent success, and it was easy because the gym was right across the street from my apartment. Well, now I've got to drive across town, which A, discourages me from wanting to go to the gym to begin with, and secondly, I did get permission from the gym to record there.
Okay, cool.
But again, I don't know, like you said, like, is the Wi-Fi going to work long enough, or am I going to have every technical difficulty that makes it not worth it?
Yeah. And working out at the gym, there's always like people around. There's like little kids running around. I work out at like a church gym, so like there's just always like people around, and I feel bad like having them in the camera, but none of them say anything. Like the people that work there, like I'm able to do it. They think it's cool that I stream. And so like I should take advantage of that, I guess. It's hard for me to actually work out and stream sometimes because like I want to get a good workout.
Well, you do like actual working out, where I was just doing like treadmill and the bike, and there was one day I think I did like an Apple Fitness workout while I was streaming. But like I felt like, you know, for me it probably was fairly easy to monitor chat and watch chat and interact and stuff, but I've seen you try to work out sometimes and you're going fucking ham and you're not paying no attention, and it's not because you don't care, it's because you're legit getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, but and you know, whenever I was at the gym working out, I didn't really have a lot of mods. And, it's hard to stream on my lap. It's harder for me to stream on my laptop, and like moderate it too. So I do want to advantage of take advantage of my mods. No, I'm just like take advantage of like being able to work out freely and not really look at chat, which a lot of the fitness community, like they're getting shit done, and I really do enjoy being around people that like want a healthy lifestyle and try. And so like it was scary, like it's intimidating, like these people are ripped, they are about it, it is their life, and I'm like, damn, I do not look like that. And it's a little discouraging sometimes, like I should like, why am I even trying? But it's they're so nice and so kind, and they push me, and they're always so supportive, and you know, tell me to like get it and work harder, and you know, I'm still a little intimidated every once in a while, but you know, that's the thing about like health. It's not something that is like, it's a club. Like health is for everybody. Everybody should want to get better, and be better and live a better lifestyle. So and they really do preach that, and I'm glad that I finally came out and you know, tried to make friends with them, and you know, I've noticed some of like the fitness category doesn't have a lot of viewers.
Nope.
There's probably like a top like 3 people that have like 50 or plus people watching them. And you know, I was like, well, what's the point? In my head I was like, well, what's the point of doing it if I'm not gonna get like the promotion, the views, or whatever? And I was like, no, fuck that. I don't even care. I want people around me that are gonna motivate me and push me to be better. It's not about the views. It's about like just creating real connections, and surrounding myself with like-minded people.
I feel like with categories it gets very dicey, and I'm super guilty of this, but I stand by my position. The just chatting category is always the biggest category almost every time I log on to Twitch, no matter what. And if I'm, you know, cooking food, if I'm working out, if I'm playing video games, like I'm normally always in the just chatting category, or even right now, like, you know, we're doing a podcast, I'm in the just chatting category. But I feel like the loophole is in the terms of service, as long as what you feel like you're doing in your content fits more to a certain category, that's where it's okay to log it. So as long, I mean, I feel like the only struggle you would have by logging it as that is if you had a hate raid, is if they reported you for being in the wrong category, if you're not talkative enough while you're working out or something, some dumb shit like that.
Right, yeah. But like that, see, I feel like all of the pool fitness category is more toxic and like just crazy toxic, that I would just rather be in the fitness category. Or, you know, but like being in the just chatting and doing fitness, I feel like you get pushed more than being in the fitness category. That's just what I've seen, but I don't know that. I'm not actually I haven't actually streamed in the fitness category, but just like body painting, you know, that the Taylor Durox chick that never goes on camera, she's doing body painting and is in the just chatting category, and she receives so much hate, and it's sad. She's really actually a really nice girl, like really sweet, but she's banking off of those ads. And that is, I bet you, like the pool category, like, you know, they might not be getting the subs, but they're banking off of the ads.
For sure. And I mean, you know, let's talk about ads for a minute. Everybody, and I've seen this even on my streams, is a lot of people get so angry with ads. You know, they expect everything now to be ad-free, on demand, you know, right then there at their fingertips. And I feel like that's, you know, a lot of this world now. You know, let's take Amazon Prime, for example. You know, you want everything right away, as fast as possible, how you want it. And so when people get upset that they have ads, it's like, okay, cool, but you have to take a step back and realize we're spending all of this time on here, and if you don't want to sub to us, that's totally fine. Like, I at least will never beg someone to sub or expect someone to sub. So by having ads on, that's me, you know, I could have, you know, especially in, you know, this goes back to the sad but unfortunate point is when I'm doing pool streams, my views are higher. And more times than not, those people are not subbed to me. So if I have my ads on, I'm making ad revenue for those people who don't want to sub. And if they decide they want to sub, that's awesome. But yeah, it's kind of a
like, even if you don't have, you know, even if they aren't just subbing to you and helping, like, you know, and you're getting half of the profit, Twitch is banking off of the ad revenues, and so are we.
For sure.
I mean, but like, you know, there's so many people that watch YouTube every day and watch ads on YouTube
and don't care.
Yeah, and don't care. But I care, so I pay $12 a month for YouTube Premium because I hate fucking ads. All right, like I hate ads, and like I don't got time for that. Like I don't remember the last time I saw a commercial ever. So like, but that's just because I like quality.
You want the content
watching
more than the ads.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, fuck the ads. But also, I don't know what it is. Like, I've never seen an ad on Twitch, unless it's like through my web browser or my phone. So if I'm on my app, I don't see ads. If I'm on my computer on the web browser, don't see ads. But on the web browser in my phone, I do get ads. So maybe I don't know why.
Maybe it's like a VPN thing then.
I have no clue. I'm not complaining, and I hope it never changes. But I still sub to people all the time if I never watch them, just to like show them like thank you for your time and talking to me, and you know I can see all the hard work that you're putting in, and I appreciate that as like someone who has lived off of tips, and I really appreciate quality people that like care who they're talking to, even if you aren't going to tip me. Like I remember, like especially working at the casino, we have free drinks, free sodas, free water. So like people would always ask for like, I want a Dr. Pepper. Okay, I'd have to go across the fucking casino to go get them a Dr. Pepper, and half of them would not even tip me, and that's fine. The other people that I do get I do give out free drinks to, or give out actual cocktails that they pay for, they make up for the people that don't tip. And
right.
It's literally just about like spreading, like just being nice to people, and you don't have to tip, and I don't expect people to tip. But even if it was just like $1, like I would see the same people at the casino all the time asking for free drinks, and I would probably get $1 a month out of these people, and it's totally fine. Like I'm glad you're still here kicking. I hope you're making your money. Tell your nieces and nephews to come up here and hang out with me. They'll drink, and it all comes back around. And I have to remind myself that like maybe they'll be like, tell somebody else about me, or tell somebody else about the services I give them and how kind I was to them, and you know, they'll tip me, maybe they won't, but I at least want to know that I you know, was kind.
I mean, this could be a hot take. I bartended for on and off for 2 years once upon a time, and I felt like Gen Z did not tip. I feel like those kids were more concerned with spending that extra dollar on another drink than tipping me for my service and, you know, a heavy pour or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I honestly kind of also feel like when it comes to the tipping, it could also be generational. It could be how they were raised.
I feel that.
And, sure. You know, it could just be my experience, and it could be, I don't know who's watching, I don't know who's a Gen Zer, but, you know, or listening for in the future when this is uploaded on streaming services, but I don't know, that's kind of my take on things.
No, I don't think that they've had enough experience in the customer service to actually know, because, I mean, when I was younger, I don't think I knew how to tip, and, you know, maybe their parents, like, I feel like that's the one thing that parents should teach their children is, like, you know, here's how you tip. At least do 20%. Like, I'm totally okay if you pull out your calculator and put in, you know, 15%, but now it's like 20%, right?
Sure.
I feel like if you want to give me exactly 20%, I'm just happy you're tipping. Do that, fine.
Yeah.
To the penny. That's totally cool. Whatever. But I just yeah, I mean, that's that generation. There's older people that still don't know how to fucking tip. So
yeah,
you know,
I definitely agree. Yeah. No, they're
cool.
I went to Nebraska to visit some family a couple weeks ago, and I went to go see one of my friends at the bar just to go say hi, and he had this group of girls. First of all, we're at the gay bar, and there was more straight people at the gay bar than there were gays, which the whole reason why I went to the gay bar was A, to see him, and B, to not have to deal with all the creepy straight dudes hitting on me. And right. So, you know, there's this group of girls going out, whatever, and none of them were tipping him. So I straight up went up to them in the bathroom and I said, you need to fucking tip your bartender. He's heavy pouring over there. He's giving you, I'm pretty sure he gave them free shots at one point on accident. I'm like, go fucking tip your bartender. So there was one dude in this group of girls. He went and just gave my friend a 50. I'm like, I appreciate that. Thank you. You just made up for all the other girls being shitty. I don't know. It mind boggles me because, like, the customer service industry, and I almost feel like we almost, as streamers, almost fall into that category because we're here for entertainment. And if we don't get tipped, like you said, you know, there's other people that end up making up for it by being so nice and so generous, or ad revenue for that fucking matter. But I feel like there's so many people who just feel entitled almost. And again, could be a hot take. Yeah, like Reaper said, you know, of course, like in other countries, there's other, you know, different policies and things that come to play, and people make more money so that tipping isn't really even a thing. But here in the U.S., tipping is 100% a thing, and servers and bartenders don't make shit for money hourly, so they rely on those tips for a living. And so when people are buying, you know, hundreds of dollars worth of drinks and not tipping a single dollar, kind of shitty.
Yeah, no, you know, I totally feel that. And one thing about being a bartender or a waitress or whatever, there's people that are working underneath you, like the bussers, you gotta tip out the bar backs, you gotta tip out of the percentage. So if you buy a drink, like, and that's what Twitch is our tip out, like, you know, like, and they don't realize that. So like if you buy a drink half part of that drink money that you buy that I get back is going to someone else as well, because they worked for it too.
Or
And
those tips that we get on Twitch are paying our light bill, because we obviously have to have fucking lights to stream. We have to have electricity and internet and upgrade our equipment so that, you know, everybody likes the views better. So, like, what people don't also realize is whatever money does get sent to our way, more times than not, isn't necessarily for play and fun. It's for normal fucking shit, or to upgrade our streams to make them better quality and better content.
yeah, I mean, it's all like, because we want to keep, you know, giving them better content, and if we should keep on growing our channel and getting new shit, getting new emotes, especially if the community is growing too. But you know, if I'm not doing as well as I think I should be doing on this platform, I'm not gonna be spending it like on other things, you know, on the fun things. Like, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking. That's been saving me a lot of money, a lot of mental health issues. And you know, it's kind of but like my energy is going towards trying to make this better. And you know, I don't want to be preaching to people all the time, like, give me your money, give me, like, that's
Sure.
not it. That's not it. I don't, like, if you don't like it, don't watch it, or, you know, don't sub, but, you know, your ad revenue is going to me and Twitch, so that's cool. But I would like just enjoy more views, if anything. Like, you don't even have to fucking sub, but, you know, tab me up. And I really appreciate like other streamers and people being like, I can't watch, so but I got you, like, I got you tabbed up. Like, that's the easiest thing you could do. The easiest thing you could do.
Or even if they don't
to
tab
help
you up, like, I have a select few people who I have auto renew turned on. I don't give a shit if I miss your stream for 2 months straight, but I have your auto renew on, you're still getting that revenue. So, like, you know, I obviously don't have to see ads, which there are some people who have ads on even if people sub, which is kind of fucking wild in my opinion. Like, the whole point to me is I want subs available so that they can skip the ads, but also support me. But, like, you know, I've got my auto renew turned on for some people. So even if you're not able to make a stream, you know, that's another way to support your people.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And I have to go through and like look at it. I'm like, okay, so who are the people that I'm supporting monthly, every week? Like, I gotta like keep it under like at least $100. You know, like, if are they like, you know, are they just like my friends? Like, hell yeah, I'm going to keep on supporting them, especially if they're consistent. If they're people that don't stream often, like, I'm not gonna sub to you, even if I like you or if I'm nice to you or whatever it is. Like, I'm not gonna sub. Like, you're not streaming.
you gotta make that money.
Yeah. So like, if I see that you're like a hard worker and doing that, and you're my friend, I'm going to sub. I'm gonna keep doing that. And like, even today, I got like 5 new renews, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who renewed?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, it was them. All right, cool. All right, I gotta remember to go at least say hi to them and let them know like I got their sub, and say hi, and, you know, just supporting each other. And I really do like doing that.
So we're talking about ads here. And, you know, everyone sets up their shit differently. I did, once Twitch sent out that email, up my ads to the max amount so that I get the highest payout as an affiliate. Because, like I said, you know, sad and unfortunate again, you know, Pool gets the numbers. And I feel like I get the least amount of engagement during Pool streams as far as, like, subs and bits and donations. Like, I feel like they're mainly people there for my body. Where if I'm sitting down with, you know, only 20 people watching me, I'm getting more supportive people gifting subs and sending bits and whatnot. So I upped my ad to, I think it's 3 minutes an hour. I think is the minimum for their, like, I think you get like 55% cut or some shit. I don't remember exactly. But I got some hate and some feedback from that, unfortunately. But I kind of got to stick to my, how I feel also. But what kind of sickens me is I follow a lot of big creators on Twitter, and they'll screenshot their ad incentives. They don't get like normal ad revenue like we do. They get ad incentives where if they stream for so many hours in a month, they get this giant payout. Or if they have like three blocks. If you stream this many hours, and this many hours. And I sit here and I look at like my ad revenue, even on the months that I'm like streaming a lot and grinding my ass off. And I'm like, my ad revenue won't even get close to that. And they might be getting the same amount of fucking views as me. And so like I kind of feel like Twitch has a flawed system, which I get why they're doing what they're doing, but also, for us people that they are declining, because I've also had a partner decline, I feel like we're kind of getting the shit end of the stick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in the end, that's all they really care about is the views. And that's why I did the pool streams, but it's not for my mental health. I'm okay. Like, there's got to be another way. I'd rather just like, because it's not going to happen overnight. So it does for some people, but like, some people literally just gotta be on Twitch for years and eventually get that, and I'm okay with that. I think that your biggest supporters or that are there all the time are your bots. Like, they're the ones that are going to sub to you. They're the ones that are going to promote you. And I feel like they're my friends, and I would do just the same for them, and that's why, like, I have my Discord. So if they do have their own Twitch or their own business, like, I want to be able to support them in a way that in any way that I can. So like, that's why it is a little bit harder for me now to make somebody a mod. I want to know that you're going to be supporting me, and I'll be supporting you. I want to make you feel special, and just as much as you make me feel special. And that, like, and I started doing a thing where I only like have incentives for my subs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. I only play with my subs. I only
watch movies.
Have movie nights with my subs, like, because it is special to me, and I really appreciate that little $5 that you give to me a month, and it's a big deal, and I'm used to making way more money than I do now, and but it's this, like, the time that I'm putting in, like, I'm having way more fun than I did working for other people.
And see, that's, besides the whole making friends thing and stuff, I have a skill set that I'm very good at. I've worked customer service my whole life. I worked at a cell phone provider for 3 years.
I like you.
I worked, I've done bartending off and on. I was an assistant manager at a shoe store. I worked for Apple for a year as a senior advisor. Like, I've been through it, and I know how to get shit done and what I'm good at. But the problem is like you said, I hated working for somebody else, because it does not matter how good of a worker you were, how good your customer service was, how much you fucking busted your ass. There was always someone who was always putting you down in a way. And like, I'm going to play the sexist card here. When I worked at the cell phone provider for 3 years, there were 2 dudes who had, poor sales numbers and poor customer service and were just kind of shitty people. And they got promoted to a manager of another store before I did, because they were dudes. And I feel like that's also valid on Twitch, where, you've got a lot of these guy streamers who aren't as engaging with their chat or aren't as nice and likable, but they get all these fucking views and all of this, all these subs and everything. And I do feel like no matter where you work or what you do, And no matter how many times people can say otherwise, I think that our society is still very fucking sexist. And that's the sad, unfortunate truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's funny because I think like there's so many men on Twitch that do really, really well. And I think that there is 100% more men on Twitch, period, whether they're just viewers or streamers. And, I've been in the situations where, I'm with my boyfriend or ex or whatever you want, my significant other, and like we're meeting some other men, and they'll shake his hand and not shake my hand. I'm like completely ignored type of thing.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny. I'm just like, okay, hi, like shake my hand. I'm here too.
Yep.
Hello. But that that's gonna happen. And so it's funny because most of the viewers, our viewers are all men, and
Yep.
I love it. I love the love.
Yeah.
But I also I wish that there was more women that gamed and weren't scared of other women.
Yep.
Men have no problem, telling you what, or like not men, little boys that are the rude ones that
Yep.
come on and tell you all the mean things and stuff like that. Those are the ones that are.
They look at us less than people. We're objects.
Right. Yes.
Turn around, shake ass. Prime example.
And yeah, for sure.
I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. This is kind of the feel that I was wanting for these podcasts is, we're just talking shit. We're telling the truth. We're being upfront and honest and giving our honest opinions and honest experiences. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are okay with kind of the layout I want. That's going forward is kind of what I want to do with every episode of the podcast, no matter who I have on. And it is not exclusive to Twitch streamers. I do also want to get, content creators of all sorts. So whether they're exclusively on TikTok or they're Instagram models or they're musicians. I have a friend who fucks around and does music. I would love to have them on. I've got, spicy creators. I think it would be fun because, the types of stories and experiences that they have are going to vary from, a Twitch streamer who, primarily does Twitch content. And, I'm not necessarily, I wouldn't call myself a gaming streamer by any means. I label myself as a variety streamer because I do a variety of fucking content on the internet. So, it would be fun to have also people who are more just gaming streamers and, so on and so forth. So we will have a variety of different people on here. I will never have someone on here that I don't like or enjoy or believe in. I don't want, to sell out and just have some random fucking person on for the, the fact of having someone on. So.
Can I just say you look so beautiful right now and always, but like I can tell you did your makeup, girl. You straightened your hair.
Actually, no, I just didn't. I just ran out. I have this cream that I put in my hair. It's a blow dry, or it's a air dry leave-in conditioner. Didn't straighten my hair. Just let it just do its own thing. And then I've gotten my hair done twice in the last 2 weeks. First time was for full highlights, and they turned yellow. And then I went back Tuesday to get them fixed, and they're still. I mean, the lighting's kind of weird, but like they're still pretty fucking yellow. So
no, well the camera looks great.
Well, I need a new camera. My camera's a mid at best, so that's on my list of things eventually to invest in and do better with. But yeah, no, I actually did my makeup before, I did a little get ready with me little stream, and then
cool.
And then I've been drinking this whole time. We got a 11.1%. These are beat boxes.
No, I saw that. I have one in my fridge. I was gonna ask you like an hour ago. I would have had mine too. I was gonna.
Well, I thought you quit drinking for a while because when I first followed you, I'm like, do a shot, and you're like, tequila, let's go, and then you seem to like kind of reel back a little bit, and I'm like, well, I don't want to ask her, like, I don't want to be like, hey, I'm drinking on stream, do you want to drink on stream? So if you were having a drink, I'd be like, cheers. But if you aren't, it's okay.
Right. Well, today's my day off. It's just just doing it less and less. It's not even drinking to like get drunk, just drinking it for the taste. But those beatboxes are just insane.
I've had them sitting in my fridge for fucking months now. And I was
Yeah,
scared because I'm
mine's
like, okay, well, what if I don't like them and they're 11.1%? Like, I'm about to be on the motherfucking floor.
Are you into it?
Probably half at least.
All right, hold on. Let me go grab mine.
Okay.
Put my
If anybody in chat is having a drink, have a drink with us. Also, I appreciate chat. Like, you guys have been so fucking great. Like, obviously, we haven't been interacting with you a lot, which I did give you fair warning at the beginning of this stream podcast that we aren't going to be interacting with too much. But I think what I want to do at the end of every podcast episode, I'm going to go through and, you know, my subs, raids, bits, anything that happens, I definitely want to shout out at the end. We're going to kind of do a little at the end type of situation just because, you know, I did have to also turn off alerts because otherwise that noise is going to be loud and obnoxious throughout the stream for every follow and everything. So
yeah, no.
Is that the fruit punch one?
Yeah.
I almost opened that one, but I'm like, if it's my first one by this brand, I know tropical will probably be a little bit more safe.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Which, by the way, since you missed me getting ready on stream, I'll have to do it again sometime and let you know, you will shit your pants when you see my makeup room. Like, stream saw half of it and not the other half of the makeup, and they're like, holy cow, and I'm like, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Your makeup looks so good. Like, I didn't know you could work
I never
like
do
that
my makeup
ever.
on stream ever, and I recently, I'm like, you know what? I miss it. I miss being creative. I miss just like, you know, it is my creative outlet, and it's, you know, fun and stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into it.
Yeah, it is fun. It really is. I used to love doing it, but I learned how to do my lazy makeup really quick, and But
Well,
it was fucking great. Krila just said he's gonna take a shot.
I saw. What do you wait? Hold on. What are you taking a shot of first and foremost, Krila? That's the real question.
He's probably gonna take a shot of espresso. I don't know. I can't believe it.
Who in the fuck's emo is that? Is my first question. I don't know that streamer. I'm Maddie J. You know, that's another thing. Okay, let's take a small segment for emotes. First and foremost, this has happened to me recently, and I'm still triggered and still so angry about it. I literally got my 3-day ban, right before I was able to do follower-only emotes. Because you had to do, like, the 60 days or whatever. So I now have those indefinitely locked. Same. Secondly, I had this little dancing swimsuit Hazel emote because the fucking day that I got banned, I was dancing in my kitchen in a swimsuit, which I done fucked up anyway. It's like, you know, terms of service. I should have fucking, well, I mean, I don't think that's exactly why I got banned, but it's probably in the same part of why I did. So I had this little custom emote made, and Twitch denied it. I re-uploaded it. They accepted it. A month later, they deleted it and denied it again. And I'm like, make up your fucking mind. So I'm a little upset because, you know, I paid good money for that little custom animated emote, and I'm not allowed to fucking use it. But on the other side, I have a bunch of emotes that I have bought and I now can't use, and I'm repurposing them. I'm adding them on TikTok. So all my subs on TikTok get custom emotes that Twitch doesn't. So
right. Yeah, my box was leaking.
Wait, which box?
Yeah. I'll keep it a mystery. But my juice box. Yeah, I feel that. I got one of my emotes denied, and it made me really sad. So I just like put it on my screen. But I gotta what's it called?
You're still rebranding, so you probably need other emotes anyways, right?
No, there's some that I need to make, but also I barely have any more slots left just because I'm not partnered and I don't have the free emote ones too.
Well, yeah, but also, I mean, you can look at it as you got your tier 2, tier 3, all of your bit unlocked emotes for all the people who do like so many different bits. I try to fill up all those slots so that those people feel special and they get a custom emote. I'm trying to remember. There was something else. Like there's in your emote page, you get, your base ones, your animated, tier 2, tier 3, and then the bit ones. And then I also added bit badges. So instead of just the normal badges, I also do like the bit badges. Just to try to make the community.
Those too.
Yeah, I just want to make the community feel a little bit more, appreciated and important and acknowledged and recognized. So I try to.
I agree.
I spent a lot of money on all of the different stuff that I've done, but it's also I want to show them that you guys mean something. I want you to know that I appreciate you. Which is another reason why, all these people who don't sub or don't, show you some love and support. Because even there's people who don't sub, but they'll send me bits. Well, you get a custom bit badge for that,
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. And I didn't have bit badges for the first 2 years, and I just got them like a week ago, maybe. And they're so adorable, but I just realized now that nobody actually sends bits, so like nobody actually has the bit badge. So
this goes to you and chat, and again, this will be uploaded to YouTube and streaming services and stuff. So this is just for fucking everybody. If you want to support your streamer, subbing is great. Gift subbing is even better. But sending bits or donations is the best because bits, we get a 1-to-1. So if you send 100 bits, we get $1. Where you could gift us 5 subs, and I think it's $30 for them, right? And we get 15. So like 50%. But if they send us 3,000 bits, we're gonna get just straight up $30. So
and I've realized that too. I'm pushing bits more.
Yep.
Bits more. Like subs are cool, but I'm not partnered, so I don't get that a bigger percentage. So what's the fucking point?
Other crazy thing, fun fact. There are some partners who still make the exact same revenue as an affiliate. Unless you reach out to Twitch and try to sign a contract, you make the same amount as if you make more like ad revenue, but like your sub percentage is the exact, or gift subs for that matter, is exactly the same. Because I had to talk with somebody.
That's the only reason I want to be partnered.
Well, those fucking ad incentives are kind of insane. The bit soundboard, yeah, I know. I need to get that set up. It's on my to-do list. I have a whole stream to-do list. I just haven't been fully up to date on, so.
What are you're wearing? I love them.
What?
What brand is this? These shorts that you're wearing.
I got these on Amazon, and I dead ass got them in 12 colors. They come in 3 packs. Some of them have pockets on the side. These do not. But they come, some of them have pockets, but they come in 3 packs, except for some colors you have to buy individually. But yeah, I have like all 12. I'll send you the link. They're my favorite, and they're like, they're butter soft.
They look so amazing. I just put in a new channel on my Discord. It's Amazon finds. So I'm putting all these. So yeah.
And this is a little streamer, or if you're any content creator for that matter, Amazon wish list. So I know that you tell everybody your city. I'm not as comfortable giving out my city just because I live by myself.
Not my city, it's another city, but yeah.
Well, your area-ish. But I don't feel comfortable giving out my city since I live alone. And I wouldn't say my dogs are big attack dogs to protect me by any means. I'll send you a link. There's this thing called Throne. What Throne does is you can import your Amazon wish list and add things from other websites that people can purchase for you, or if an item's like expensive, they can donate funds towards said item. It hides your city. hides it hides your city, hides your state, everything. It's fucking, I haven't had anyone purchase through it yet, but just like looking at it from an outside perspective, like the amount of privacy that you get, because buying a P.O. box is expensive, and if someone doesn't send you something, which, you know, I don't expect someone to send me something necessarily, but I feel like spending money on a P.O. box is kind of expensive if it's not used. So now Throne is a way to dance around it so that they don't know anything about you.
Yeah. I would say, because like there's things that I would like really like or whatever, and you know it's not on Amazon, so that would be amazing. I think I've had like 3 people send me things, but you know it's always there just in case. I just like paid another like $80 for 6 months of it for a PO box at the post office, and it's crazy. I'm like, damn. Like, I mean, I live in Texas, so like if anybody tries to like come to my like. I just like get this like straight to my house.
Well, shit. No. Do you remember Amarath? Amarath had somebody stake out her P.O. box for like a fucking week straight. Like that shit's fucking insane. Which, you know, we're not anything near her level, but it actually could be more dangerous for us because, you know, as smaller creators, people might think it's almost more acceptable to do creepy shit.
Right.
But yeah, I'll have to send you that link because I also put something on there. You can also just do a cash fund in general. So like I did a cash fund for like a spa day for me to go do a full ass spa day. I thought about doing one for like a new tattoo. So like you don't even have to do like items. You can just do like a fund and you just don't get that money until it's completed. So yeah, and like cause not Amazon has some good stuff and has some stuff that I would want from like Elgato and like new lights and shit. But you know, if there's stuff that's on Best Buy that I would want instead, or your dumbass got me into those fucking, what is it, NGTN leggings or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I just put in an order. Oopsies.
Yeah, and those are expensive, and so I'm like, well, fuck.
They are!
I can throw those on the wish list, and if you guys want to see me work out and do squats in those leggings that are my ass is eating, have at it. Buy them for me. You know, fuck. So
yeah. Feel that. And I'm totally feel people don't want to donate, or like, you know, at like while I'm streaming like bits or donations or subs or whatever, but they want to buy me something so they know that it goes towards that.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Super
dope.
Well,
and again, you know, on Throne, which is something super cool, is you don't get that money until it hits that goal. And, you know, I've had only one person ever call me out on something, and it was when I was raising money to move from Florida to Ohio. And I raised money for my first month's rent, the U-Haul, the deposit, all the shit, right? And I had just bought a new GoPro. So this person's like, oh, if you're so broke that you're raising money for all this shit, why are you buying a new GoPro? And I'm like, okay, well, I also just sold my old GoPro that I couldn't live stream on. So I'm repurposing those funds. So, I get that people have doubts and want confirmation that you're doing what you're saying you're doing with said money. So, you know, those goals would be that. And so, you know, I guess I would definitely do a tattoo stream, 110%. So, like, if I raise money for tattoo, I would take stream with me. Which, by the way, 10 out of 10 recommend you need an iPad mini. Because then you don't even have...
That's so bad, but I want a tattoo.
Well, I mean, I had chat raised so the reason why I'm on board for this is because when I was doing pool streams, when I first started out and I was exclusively doing pool streams, I was streaming off my phone. I didn't have any mods, so I was modding at the same time and deleting shit. But, you know, Streamlabs Mobile, every time you go to, like, ban or delete someone or something, it closes out the stream. So chat raised the money for me to get an iPad mini with a waterproof case so that I could... Oh, I thought you were trying to show me something. So that you could... so that I could use the iPad mini to stream off of and then use my phone for chat. And the iPad has come in handy more times than not because I use it for, the tub streams, I have used it as a secondary camera, because in OBS you can use it as a secondary camera source wirelessly. So if I'm like toggling between the computer to the kitchen, I can just set up the iPad as a secondary camera. If I'm ever doing any gym streams or IRL shit, I have the iPad to go with. So if I were to recommend anything, it would be getting an iPad mini for stream, because you can fucking multi-purpose it for everything. And like when I'm doing my makeup in my fucking bedroom, I can't take my fucking plug-in USB camera into the fucking bedroom. Well, I mean, I probably could if I got a long enough extender, but I mean, realistically. And so like any new streamers or potential streamers, Vivian, anybody, definitely recommend, because A, an iPad mini is cheaper. B, it works the same because all the cameras nowadays are pretty much the same on iPads. And C, if you do Wi-Fi, it's even cheaper than like a fucking cellular one or a cellular plan. And you can use your phone for a hotspot.
Right. I got a MacBook Pro, which is like my best friend. I love it so much. I feel like I'm just collecting all of this tech stuff forever and ever, and it's just never ending.
It's never
like,
enough.
I don't know. It's never enough. But yeah, I've been wanting one so that I could draw on it. That's what I really, really want, and I think it's cool because I see people like streaming their art on it, and I really admire it like that. I'm not good at drawing, but I'd love to try. I'd love to make my own emotes or something.
Well, once you get good at drawing, I'll commission you for some more emotes in the future.
Okay, thanks.
But no, I also use it since the Apple Pencils work with like all the new iPad minis, photo editing. I was working on some merch, and I wanted some semi-spicy merch that I thought would maybe have some decent sales. And I then used the iPad mini with the pencil to like do, cutouts to get all the background out, get all the outlines and stuff perfect. So, I mean, chat, and what was even better, I actually have a blow-up kiddie pool and a blow-up layout chair, because when I raised money for the iPad mini then went on sale for Mother's Day, and so I repurposed that money for other stuff that could be used for stream, which I definitely would say that my living room is not big enough for an iPad or for a kiddie pool. So the kiddie pool is still brand new in box, but she's here for two. It fits, I think, 2 or 3 people. So maybe one day I'll blow it up, but the bathtub works.
Yeah. If I get one, my kiddie pool will be like one of those little plastic ones that you had when you were 5.
You don't have to worry about blowing it up. It's easier
I'm not
to dump.
blowing up shit. Nothing's gonna poke a hole in it. Yeah, that's what I would get. I'm also upstairs. I'm not gonna like
leakage.
Yeah, I can't imagine. But
dude, you know how many hot tub girls have had their shit like break? I could not imagine the cleanup.
Yeah.
And the fill up, for that matter, because those are so fucking big.
That would suck. I'd hate that. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with water. Water and technology together just aren't supposed to mix. So, like, why would I try? So, yeah, that's why it would definitely be far behind me, because I'm not fucking dealing with that shit.
Well,
and
that's
half
why
of the time, you gotta clean the water. And I don't know how to clean the water.
You put your farty butt in there time and time again.
I would just maybe have like a foot bath or something. Like my toes in it.
Yeah, but do you know how many people get hate over that because there's not enough water in a fucking pool? Which Twitch doesn't get upset about because it still falls in terms of service.
As long as you have water in it, I think it's fine. Right? Like, if you have like a blow up pool, you can't tell if there's water in it if you're standing in front of it. Like, okay, cool. I don't care. At least I know you made the fucking effort. But, you bought the pool, but half of the people don't even fucking have water in it. So I think, but that's like, I feel like that's like the hard part. Like that's like the first step you have to be in that category, or else you can't be in that category.
Do you not remember, like, I think that both us being in the pool category last summer, like, I feel like that time period was the fucking peak of it on the platform. And there were people...
Made the category.
Huh?
They had just made the category.
True. There was a period of time, though, that there were people who would add a beach or pool as a green screen.
I did that.
You did that?
I did that before the category started. Yeah. But I had a bathing suit cover over, so I really wasn't like fully in a bathing suit. I still had, you could see my bathing suit, but I still had a cover up on. But I literally like copy and pasted like a PNG onto my screen with like some like people in the hot tub like hanging out. It was so dope. I think there's clips on. There might be some clips on my page, but
I'm gonna have to look.
Nobody said shit, or like, I think I would have gotten in trouble if I actually had high viewers, just because people would notice me more. But it was a good time. It was good.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, I've seen you do like the shower streams.
The bathtub,
yeah, what are those like? Are you gonna keep doing those?
I think so. I mean, so I'm also at a crossroad with like you, where I enjoy sitting here, hanging out, talking, gaming stuff more, right? I feel like I'm at a weird stage in my life where after moving, one of two things happened. One, my mental health tanked, and either I wasn't eating at all whatsoever, I lost a bunch of weight, and yes, I was feeling pretty good about my body because like I lost the weight that I wanted to lose, but also at the same time, like, I was going to the gym pretty consistently down in Florida, and so not working out anymore, to offset that, I wasn't eating, which was not healthy by any means. And then, now that I'm slightly starting to get back into a better space, I'm going back to my my bad habits of carbs and cheese and anything greasy and fatty. But I'm not working out again, which I have gone out of my way to set up my gym membership and everything. So I need to just fucking get on it. I've got pre-workout. I've got my
great metabolism. I think you would just like want to work.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's hard. But I've got all the things for it. I still have, I had such a good routine down where I grabbed the iPad mini, I grabbed the fucking tripod, and I went to the gym. That's it. Now I just have to load that up and go cross town, which is, it's not the end of the world, but it's not idealistic. Yeah. But, I had a routine where I would take my pre-workout, take the dogs for a walk, grab some fucking water and some BCAAs and go to the gym, stream, go back, take a quick shower, change, do my pool stream, and then go about the rest of my day. And I had such a fucking consistent routine, and, coming here and my apartment wasn't clean and stuff, and I had to deep clean it to unpack to feel comfortable. I'm now at the point, it's like, well, what do I do? Because I was a pool streamer, essentially. And I don't want to, A, only be known for that, and B, be stuck to that category. So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? What can I do? My second bathroom, I've got a 2-bed, 2-bath. The second bathroom, the tub is bigger. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't want, like, all my, my clothes and makeup are in my second bedroom, because I have, 2 double racks in my closet, all my makeup, all my get-ready shit in the second bedroom, right across from the hall of the bathroom that has the washer and dryer. And I have this big shelving unit that has, my skincare and hair care and shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. So this is how I'm getting ready. It just makes sense to me. So I'm like, well, let me take the master bath, essentially, and that's going to be my streaming bathroom. Because I bought the kiddie pool in anticipation that I knew that I wasn't always going to be in Florida. I was going to be moving back to the Midwest. it was going to be chilly and cold here eventually, and I can't stream outside in the fucking snow. Well, I mean, I could, but let's be real, that's not safe. I'm like, well, okay, I need to, like, think, what am I going to do? Because my audience almost expects it, which, don't get me wrong, you know, sometimes I do get, you know, a confidence boost by, you know, oh, you look so great in a bikini. And it's like, thanks, I feel really fucking bloated today, so you're making me feel a little bit better, right? So I take the bathtub, fill that fucker up with as much hot water as it will fill, add enough cold water that is tolerable to stand in, a little bit of bubble bath just so it doesn't look super fucking awkward. I take all of my disco lights in there, and I put them on the sink, standing at me, put a portable speaker in the corner, put the iPad mini up, which again, it's got the waterproof case, so in case something bad happens, it's super protected. Put it up on the tripod, and I record. I've learned that my limit is 2 hours in the bath. By then, my feet get too pruny, and the water gets cold. And I'm not trying to waste all of the hot water.
Water for so long.
Right. Well, it was really super easy in Florida because, like, you know, it was a pool, and it was hot. And even if it was too hot outside, I could sit in the shade, and no one gave a single fuck.
Yeah, you could lay by the pool or something.
Right.
Well,
I used to lay by the pool until all of the umbrellas broke during, like, thunderstorms, and maintenance never fixed them. So I'm like, well, I'll sit in the shade, and then if we decide to, like, do pool jumps or whatever, which I think I still have that command, jump in the pool, is 500 bits on my channel, honestly. But I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, let me go ahead and, you know, do some type of transition. Because, you know, I feel like at this point, yes, my channel expects some type of water content. That's what we'll call it at this point. Because, you know, it doesn't fall under pools, hot tubs, or beaches. It's a bathtub, but it's still accepted. I'm like, I gotta do some type of water content to appease most of my followers who initially followed me for that reason. But also, on the days that I do feel shitty and I want a confidence boost, the thing that I dislike about bathtub streams the most, I realized, is one of two things. Either one, I can't stand the whole time because my feet hurt, and then people leave because I, like, sit down in the water. Or two, like, I feel like I don't know what to talk about almost because the chat isn't as active. It's the same two things. It's either shake ass.
Think about that part.
Yeah, it's either shake ass or, oh my god, you're gorgeous. And it's like, okay, well, what do I say back to that? It's either I'm gonna ban you for telling me to turn around so many times, or B, like I don't know. It's such a weird thing.
When someone's half naked is the thing.
Yeah.
For guys, you know, and that's the thing, you know, you're in that category, and that's the attention you're gonna get. Either, like, people are going to be saying those things to you, or they're not gonna be saying shit at all because they're doing something else. Like,
yep. Well, shit, there was one guy
probably baking a cake or something. I don't know.
There was a guy last week, and I had my band finger fucking ready. He was like, oh my god, you're so fucking hot. I'm enjoying every view of you right now. I'm in the bathroom watching your stream right now. I'm like, I already know what the fuck you're doing. And he's like, do you want details? I'm like, please do not fucking give me details. I already can imagine what the fuck you're doing. Like, if you tell me, I will ban you. Like, let's be real. Like, do not tell me what you're doing. I already fucking know.
I think if I ever do a hot tub stream again, it would be sub only, 100,000%. I'm really loving the sub only chat because I just feel like, you know, the people that, you know, actually do support me, like, I want to talk straight to them, you know, and if they want, they can sub. If not, that's okay. Then just keep viewing. That's totally cool. Totally fine. But
I've already
need to hear about anything.
I've already decided going forward. So, two things. One, I already know that it's frowned upon. Not allowed, but frowned upon. That if you do, if you have pool clips or VODs, that you have a lesser chance of getting partner. But once you're partnered, they don't fucking care. I've decided that if anybody, like, and this is like I've had happen in real time, so like I know it's a thing. I've had people, you know, I wear a lot of booty shorts. That's fine. I know that you know,
We
again,
love yams.
well,
Twitch loves yams. Keep showing the yams.
well, yeah. I mean, it's a confidence boost, but it's also a, you know, it helps get the views with me not being in the fucking bathtub. And
I
so,
mean, it's part of who we are anyways. Like, we like, that's our style, you know?
well,
Like,
I
we
have
like...
two. I look at it this way. I have two closets. I have my streaming side, and I've got my comfy side, my oversized t-shirts and my baggy sweatpants, and then I've got, you know, my crop tops and booty shorts, which is fine. Which I wear plenty of crop tops out in the real world, but I'm not gonna go outside in these booty shorts. Maybe to the gym, but more than likely probably not. These are more Twitch booty shorts. But I've had people be like, "Oh, I want to watch your stream again later," and it's like, okay, well, you know, there's been plenty of times that, you know, we get plenty of fit checks, and so, you know, you're getting plenty of booty views and thigh views and just sitting here, and so I've already decided that going forward, I'm probably going to do sub only past broadcasts. But I honestly think that's a fucking great idea in the future. I mean, I'll wait. I probably won't jump on that bandwagon too quickly. But in the future, doing a, you know, pool or bathtub or whatever sub only stream. Because, yeah, I was fucking around in the settings and seeing that.
If you're like, you know, playing Mario Party while you're in the bathtub, you know, it's going to be harder for you to even look at the chat.
Yep.
Because you're focusing on the game. So, I mean, the ones that matter are the ones that are supporting you anyways. So,
Yep.
you know, it just cuts the shit. And, you know, maybe if like, but it is nice, like, if you aren't doing anything, if you are just standing there and it is just chatting, like, type of content, but you're in a bikini, then, you know, leave it open for people. But, you know, it's harder for me, like, if I'm actually like doing something on my stream, working out or playing a game, like, I do feel bad that the chat is moving and there's people that, like, new people just like shooting shit at me, like, just trying to see my reactions, and I miss all my subs and my VIPs, mods, like, comments and stuff, and I don't want that, you know. And then I feel like I get carried away fucking with the trolls, and the trolls don't, like, they're cool, they're funny sometimes, like, they make the whole chat sometimes or bring up new conversations, which is great, but there, you know, there's got to be incentives for the subs and to make them feel special, and because they are special. And you know, I had that. I used to like I never really did sub only, but I had that as an incentive, like, in my description box, and I was like, you know what, I gotta actually fucking do this every once in a while. And even for the first hour of my stream, I would do sub only recently, I really enjoy. Like, I like it.
Wait, sub only chat or sub only viewing?
Oh, I'm sorry, sub only chat.
Okay.
Yes, for the first hour, and then I take it off after. But, and then, yeah, just like only playing with subs and mods and stuff like that. I mean, because, you know, this is, at the end of the day, this isn't like my only job. This is my only source of income. Like, I gotta take care of myself and my mental health. And although, like, I have made friends to the people that have never subbed to me for the past 2 years or whatever, like, that's cool. That's fine. They can stick around. I love the views. Like, you can watch and stuff like that. But I at least, like, I just want to give back to the people that are giving back to me.
I feel like the only hard thing with sub only chat, and I actually, if I recall the settings, might accept VIPs. I've got plenty of people who I'd mark as VIPs, even though they don't sub, because they are consistently in chat. They consistently view. They're still my supporters. Sure, they don't, you know, send that sub, but, like, they're still consistently here and, you know, help things. So I'm pretty sure sub
Well,
only
yeah. I feel
chat.
like everyone has their different rules
Yeah.
with their
Well, I
VIPs.
think sub only chat accepts
Yes.
mods and VIPs. I mean, mods
Yes.
for sure, I'm pretty sure, but I think
Yes.
VIPs might also be accepted.
Yes. It does. Yep. Um, and at first I was just doing VIPs to like the people that like gifted over like 50 subs. And that was like in the first like year and a half. And then I started to, just like kind of let loose. I was like, who are the people that have been there for me and are there for me when no one is? And, like, or are just like best conversation, best, um, like always shouting me out in their streams,
Yep.
always uh, supporting me back. And even if they're not like gifting actual like money, that's fine. I don't need that. Like I just to know you're around, that's cool. You don't have to keep shouting me out, baby. It's fine.
No, you're fine.
I'm
I
okay.
want people, because I've seen a few random new followers. I want to make sure that they're aware of who you are, because like I know that like for instance, if we took an Instagram picture together, I could tag you and then click you. Like the description doesn't have that same capability, or if it does, I don't know how to use it. So
Yeah.
this is my my way of tagging you per se.
Exactly.
Thank you, Reaper. I feel like here's my thing. I had a conversation with a viewer, and they made a very good point. And if they're still here, they'll know who I'm talking about. If you, and I've tried to avoid this for this very fucking reason, if you VIP or mod somebody who does send bits or gift subs or donations, it almost looks like you're only giving them that position because of what they do. So like for instance, there was someone who cash apped me today, and he once upon a time was a mod, and I unmodded him because he never was able to make it to my streams, and I was doing kind of like a declutter, and I'm like, okay, well, who actually comes to my streams and is consistent that is a mod or a VIP? Let me go ahead and like kind of clean out, right? And this person had a lot of life shit going on. Like we were still in contact and stuff, but I'm like, you know what? They can go back to VIP status. Like that's fine, but like I don't think they're fit for a mod. So today I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll mod you back. But then like, I saw that cash app and I'm like, sorry, I can't mod you right now. You just sent me a cash app, and I don't want people to think that like the only way to get VIP or mod status is a money incentive. So I feel like that's also such a weird position to be in, because it's like, well, I don't want you to think that the only way to get an extra badge next to your name is if you give me money. So again,
Yeah.
it's one of those super fucking weird things that you have to like, I feel like, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, and this goes for all social media platforms. Like, I don't want to follow somebody back just because they like all my pictures. And I don't want to shout someone out only because, they're also a streamer. Like, I feel like I need to almost be picky and be strategic in a way, because otherwise everybody's going to think it's a fucking free-for-all and everybody's going to get all this recognition. Because, like, I had someone who's like, hey, I'm only going to follow you if you follow me back. No, fuck off. Like, I don't need your follow then. Like, it's not worth one follow to me. Where, like, you, for instance, like, I want to follow you. I want to shout you out. I want to recommend you and stuff. Because, like, I know what type of work you do. I know that you're the same way with me. You're super supportive. You're not going to turn around 2 days from now and unfollow me after I follow you. Like, I don't know. I feel like in this industry, it's so weird and so dicey. And like, for instance, like I have a Twitch unfollow app because I'm genuinely curious. I want to know who fucking unfollows me. I'm a nosy bitch. And there have been streamer girls that, I, again, like you're talking about, if someone's not consistently streaming, I'm like, okay, well, if you're not consistently streaming, I'm going to unfollow you, because that means I'm probably not going to raid you in the future, because if you're not streaming, I don't want to recommend you to my people if you're not, like, a regular, I guess. And the minute, I kid you not, the minute I unfollow them and I open up that app, they've unfollowed me. which means everybody's got this fucking unfollow app downloaded on their goddamn phones, which is fine.
People actually do that. I don't give a fuck if you follow me or not follow me. Like, it's whatever. Like, I can tell. The only way I can tell if you unfollow me is on Twitch, because like I can see that you re-followed me, and people do that too. And that's
all of
whatever.
the time.
But I'm just like it's, for me, it's not about the number of the followers. It's like the quality of the people in my community.
For sure.
And you know, I do have people that are like, oh, you know, like are very persistent on like, will you follow me back? Will you follow me back? I'm like, you know, I'm not like, no, but if you really want me to, there's my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You can, you know, whatever, you can try it. Like that would make me want to follow, or not like dead ass. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care to fucking follow you. I don't care if you follow me, but if you really want me, you can pay me. But yeah, I follow people all the time. Just like, I don't think that they'll follow me back. I don't even think about that. I don't even want to have an Instagram. I don't go on it. I don't look at it. I don't look for people. I just post, and then that's it. I've started to like look at the stories and look at my friends and stuff like that, and I love that. But I don't follow anybody I know in real life. I just follow you know, people that inspire me, you know, streamers that I like. You know, it's just business, and that's all that I see it as. And I'm just, you know, if people find my Instagram first, that's so cool. But the only way people find my Instagram usually is just do Twitch and TikTok.
Yep.
Okay. And maybe hashtag.
So there is one more topic I want to touch on. Okay. The last topic of the night I want to touch on with you, because I know you can relate. Replying to fucking DMs. Now, my trigger is do not fucking whisper me when I'm streaming. Do not fucking whisper me. I'm not going to reply. It bothers me to fucking no end, because like, if you can't
Don't let it bother you.
Well, so two things that happens with it. Either one, they don't want to. I have the follow and 10-minute wait on my chat, because I got so tired of the spam and bullshit that was happening. And if they're not willing to follow me and wait the 10 minutes, then they must not really want to talk to me. So that has helped my spam amount drastically. But I have people who don't want to wait, and so they're, you know, do you do cam work? Do you sell videos? You are so gorgeous. All this nonsense. What
I like to make an easy $1,000 a month.
Yes. My new thing, doesn't matter what platform, whether or not it's TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. If somebody wants to message me and bother me, I will say, here's my Cash App, here's my PayPal. My favorite thing lately is there's this one guy, and I got so fed up. He's just, hey, I love you, you're pretty, marry me. And I just got so fed up, and I'm like, send me money.
So.
I'm like, send me money. And he's like, no, just marry me. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, either send me money or I'm going to block you. Which I've never seen him in my Twitch chat, so like, I'm not upset about it. But I blocked him on Instagram. I'm like, you know what? Get wrecked. You just want to spam me all the fucking time? Bye. So, I want to talk about, tell me about the fucking crazy shit that happens in your fucking DMs. I can only imagine.
Well, you know, I feel like I have pretty thick skin, like you said.
Wait, you get harassed in DMs?
No, not harassment. But, you know, it's. I'm going to another place, like about like, you know, pay me kind of thing. Like.
Okay.
Actually, scratch that. Let me talk about the DMs then. The list.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, I can't gift you a sub, but you know, like, but I want to talk to you kind of thing. And I'm like, Well, if you can, if even if you're like trying to get me, like if you're like interested in me, and I'm obviously like working and stuff like that,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want to like tip me? Like if I was your waitress or something, are you just gonna like not tip me and still give me your number? Like, do you
Right.
think I'm more willing to talk to you if you uh don't tip? Right. Or whatever. So if you can't sub, there's other ways to get my attention. Like
Yep.
money talks, actions talk. Like there's no other way for you to get my attention than to, support me in my job.
Yep.
Which I hope you would do if we were in a relationship.
Sure. No,
Uh,
for sure.
like if my man was a streamer and I would love to donate to him, help get the chat going, talk, throw biddies, whatever. Fuck,
Even if
but,
it's
like,
small amounts, it helps.
yes,
It either creates a hype train, which makes people want
right,
to contribute, or two,
right.
it helps, move chat along and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna notice you more and see that you're, like trying to get my attention at least, or at least become my friend.
Yep.
And it's not, and you don't have to gift a lot or at all, but if like that's your intention is to get my attention and to get my, uh, you know, yeah, like you have to become part of the community. Like it's not like, but if you're just like, God, there's this guy that's really fucking annoying me on my in my Instagram, and he's like, I see you complaining all the time about not having a man. Let me get a chance and blah blah blah. And I'm like, so you think that this is how you're gonna get my attention? I was like,
Right.
so what's your name?
Well,
What's your name on my Twitch? Like, let me find out who you are so I can see
if
what
you
you're
if you hear
vibing.
me complaining all the time, who are you? Because I don't recognize
Yeah,
you.
like let me know who you are. Like let me recognize you, right? And he's like, no, I'm a sub, but I'm not gonna tell you who I am. And I'm
Whatever.
like,
Normally
he's like,
people
how do
have
I
the
get to?
same fucking username across every platform, so I immediately almost always call bullshit anyways, because it's like,
Right.
no.
Well, they don't. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they want to be anonymous. And I get that, but yeah, so I'm like it doesn't make me feel good that you like want to take me out just because I'm like complaining or something. Like and that's
At that
another
point,
thing, like,
you're almost a charity case.
right, yeah, like okay, no. But I share that part of my life with my community
Oh, for
when
sure.
I don't have to, and most people don't share that, to keep their privacy under wraps. And um but I'm a 30-year-old single woman in this world, and these are like I I don't want to share everything, so but it's
Fellas, ladies, slide
it's not
into
a
the
cry for
DMs
help.
smoothly. Viv is
It's not a
ready.
cry for help.
No.
Yeah.
I know, I get that. I feel like the other side of things, though, is, if I'm not, like, trolling them and we, like, send money to have a conversation, it's like, just chat in my chat. Like, that's free. Like,
Right,
you,
yeah,
you, you
yeah.
know, don't, wait the fucking 10 minutes, chat with me in chat. Like, it's all good. But
He's like, how do I get to know you though? I'm like, talk to me
right.
while I'm live. I'm
Now,
literally there for 5 hours every day.
okay, so then let's take it a step further. I do not expect a dime from my viewers. If they send me bits or donations or cash apps or sub or gift sub or whatever the case may be, thank you. I appreciate it, right? The people who DM me that are like, I want to send you 1,000 bits right now. You're so gorgeous. Can I send you these bits? Send them. Fucking send them. Do it. And then they're like, oh, I can't send 1,000 bits at the same time. Let me do 500. Fucking send 500 then. I don't care. Bits are bits. I'm not picky or choosy. I can't tell you how much, like, to, like, send the money, like, or how much. Like, if you send it, you send it. But what triggers me is there's one person that's in my DMs every fucking time. And at this point, I should just block him because I'm fucking so frustrated and I called him out. Or them out. Because I don't know, I guess. I called this person out. They're like, oh my god, you look so good today. Can I send you bits? I'm like, please, send the bits. Do it. It's been a slow day. I'll take the bits, right? Or even if it's not a slow day, who fucking cares? But then they don't. They never send it. Literally never. And like at that point in time,
90% of the people that say they're gonna send it in the whispers don't ever send anything ever.
Accurate.
98%.
Yep. And what triggers me is this person always says that, and I'm like, send it. So every time they say, "Can I send bits?" I'll always send them a higher amount, and it's always the same response. Oh, I can't send that much. Okay, well, first of all, you can, because I know the bit breakdown because I've sent bits in the past to other people, so I know you're fucking lying to begin with. Second of all, then break it down. Send me 500, 500, 500, so on and so forth, until we hit the amount that I fucking trolled you at. And they never do. And so finally, I called this person out, and I'm like, look, you've never once sent me bits. I looked. You've never once sent me bits, which is fine. Don't care. However, when you tell me you're going to send bits and then don't, it's almost, it's like a tease. It'd be like you going to the strip club. Yeah, exactly. You go into the strip club, the stripper's dancing, and they're like, oh, do you want me to take clothes off? And you're like, yes, please take clothes off. And then they never do, and it's like, oh, I just have this raging boner for no reason, and you never took your clothes off like you promised me you would. I don't know. That's a weird analogy. I might have been. I'm a little buzzed. Don't mind me. But fuck. It's like
the dance, you get money first before you dance. That's the rule. Actually, if they're under 25 years old, you get the money first, 100% every time, no matter what.
Thank you for the fucking bits. God. No, and I'm not talking about you, Ram, by the way. But, the point is like, I am so fed up. Like, I think that's why I'm annoyed with the whispers. It's because the whispers are always one of two things. Or three things. We'll do three. One. Okay, four things. Thank you, Steele. Show feet. How much to show feet, which, again, could be very dicey in terms of service. You gotta be super fucking lucrative about that shit. Two, how much for a cam live fucking bullshit? No. Three, can I just send you bits? It never does. Or four, you're gorgeous, please talk to me. And it's like, I'm literally like, you see me live. You're literally found my account because I'm live, and you don't want to, like, I get, there's some conversations you don't want to have in chat, sure. But at the same time, like, do you really think I have time? Especially if I'm doing a fucking tub stream. If I'm in a bikini in the tub, trying to toggle between chat on my phone and whispers and keeping up with chat and everything, like, it's just non-existent.
Isn't that, like, doesn't Twitch, like, monitor your whispers and stuff, too? Like, you're not allowed
I'm pretty
to,
sure.
like, talk like, verbally in the whispers. So, like, even if you, like, are talking the talk, like, walking the walk or whatever, and you're gifting and you're doing all that, like, I always say, follow me on Insta or hit me up on IG DMs. You know where to find me. I can't talk.
I feel like it's a very gray area sometimes, because I will say, when someone's like, how much for videos? Okay, we'll use that as an example of a mediocre example, right? I'll be like, here's my spicy.
No, you can't.
Because it's
that.
Like, if you're willing to pay for a video, well, I have not yet, which is not a very common thing anymore because I don't do enough fucking pool tub streams. But once upon a time, that was a very regular thing where people were finding my spicy because of my Twitch and were asking, for extra content. And I'm like, redirecting them. So if Twitch does monitor, which there's no way they don't, if they do, they almost turn a blind eye, I almost feel like.
People most don't exist. If they mean shit, if they actually are saying, like, if they are gifting and in the whispers at the same time, which does happen, then I'll just say, find me somewhere else and I'll talk to you about it. But I never give out, like, the spicy shit. I honestly don't even want it to exist. I want it to just be for my games and wholesome shit. Like, this is something I want my sister, my family to, like, be able to, like, because they know how I am. I'm not, like, completely wholesome, but I do, like, I just want it to be, like, something like a high schooler could possibly enjoy without it being sexual.
See, now, that's a whole other conversation then, because Twitch has been cracking down with making sure that people label their content as mature or 18 plus in the title, like I always do. And it doesn't even have to be with me doing tub content. If I'm cussing, or if I'm wearing booty shorts, or the topics that me and my chat talk about, like, they want to make sure that things are labeled. But the fucking shitty part is everybody can lie about their age on the internet nowadays. Nobody can control that. If someone lies and says they're 18 and come in my chat and tell me they're 12, first of all, I'm going to ban them immediately. Even if they're being a troll, I don't care. You told me you're 12? See you later. I'm not going to take that
no,
chance.
you're not. Yeah, no, 100%. But, you know, I know that, you know, 15-year-olds are on Twitch, but I doubt they're watching my shit, but,
I guarantee there are plenty of 15-year-olds watching you shake your ass in a kiddie pool in your backyard.
Yeah.
Or doing fucking yoga. With
right.
your back mirror, keep in mind. Your back mirror doing yoga.
Right. Right. Which is to watch my posture and technique.
Of course. Nothing else. No, I've had plenty of people tell me to put a mirror in my my bathtub. And I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. But do you know how many times I've had people do the fit check with the 500 bits to see my butt? And it's like, okay, well then I'd be essentially losing out on revenue if I put a fucking mirror in the bathtub.
Right.
You know, you gotta think of it both ways.
Yeah. That's why, like, I got kind of tired of just, like, standing and doing, like, the mirror type. Like, I don't really care. Like, if they want, they can, I have a 360 channel point. I have things for me to get up if they sub or throw bits or tips or whatever. Like, they can get me to get up and do shit. Before that, like, I'm trying to focus more on just, like, literally sitting down, talking to my chat in the camera, playing games, sitting down, because there's other places to find me standing up and whatever, you know. So
like
I'm kind of over it. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. Go to my TikTok. You can see it all, or not all, but you can see things there. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel like you are one of the creators that I've actually thoroughly enjoyed watching and like seeing evolve, because your shit has drastically changed, but like you're still yourself. Like, and that's what I respect and love about you is, you know, when I remember you exclusively were doing pool content or you were doing yoga, you know, you did your air frying shit and taking shots in the kitchen, of course. But like, and now like you're still you haven't changed personality wise, but your content has changed. And I absolutely love it. And because like, yeah, of course, you know, as we already talked about, which anybody who has missed a prior part of this podcast, it'll be up later. But, you know, the view drop and shit, like, but you're still you. You're still doing you shit. You're still fucking, your Halloween month was fucking iconic. And, you know, you're still doing your yoga and you have the mirror up and looking hot as fuck. And so, like, it's been thoroughly enjoyable, like, throughout your journey of knowing you. And so I'm not gonna lie, like, I had somebody who I met on Bumble BFF, and they had a Halloween party. I went to their Halloween party. We've hung out a few times. They're like, hey, I'm going down to such and such area in Texas for a wedding. Would you like to go? And I go, well, first of all, they're bringing their 2 kids, so I'm already like, eh. But I'm like, you know what? If I could meet Vivian in person, not at this point in my life, I'm looking more for friends. Like, if we end up streaming and doing content together, great. But, like, I genuinely want to meet the people that I like on Twitch, who I consider a friend. I'm like, shit, if I can go down to such and such area, it's the area in which you live, allegedly, or so I think. I'm like, if I can go down to this area, first of all, get a, you know, free trip down, I'm gonna go on my way and fucking try to meet up with you. Like, as a person, not for content and not for clout or stream or whatever. So, you know, I've thoroughly enjoyed seeing the person that you are on the internet, and I thoroughly believe you to be, and I would be excited to meet in person.
Yeah, no, I totally believe you. Like, you're genuine, and I love your work ethic. I feel like, and just like how I met Kimmy, like I see how her vibe is. Like, she seems, her work ethic is just like the shit. Like, if we were all like working at a restaurant doing it, like we would hustle the shit out of that shit. Like, moving shit, making it work. Like, I admire people like that, you know, not the slackers. And so, but I am friendly. I want to make genuine connections, and that's what I have been trying in the past like 6 months, just the 6 months, like to actually reach out to people and get to know them and talk to them.
I mean, shit,
Yeah.
you're the second person ever from Twitch, whether it be a viewer or a streamer, that has my phone number. So that speaks volumes. Like, I don't give out my number. I don't fuck around with that. I've got an iPhone. I've got contact share on that has my real name and my photo and all the shit. So,
Right.
like, you know.
I know. I was like, in my phone, I put /Hazel next to your name. And I was like,
well, no, it's like, I trust you, and I, like, and that's another thing is, it's like, you know, in our industry, like, you know, my chat and I are 100% honest, except for 3 things: my city, my real name, and my age. Those are the only 3 things that I am not honest with. Otherwise, everything in my everyday basis, everything I deal with, everything that I talk about and do is 100% authentically me. Like, no fronts, no personalities, no acting, right?
Right.
And so I feel like I try to befriend and raid and talk to other streamers who I feel like are in the same realm. I don't want to be friends with someone, you know, virtually, and then meet them in person. They're fucking totally different.
Right. Yeah.
So,
no, and you know, this is the first time that me and you have actually talked together, like with our
like
voices.
this. Yeah.
I thought about that too. I was like, we've never had a phone conversation or anything.
Either
like
you're
that,
in my chat, I'm in your chat, or we've either Discord message or texted. Yeah.
But every time I'm talking to you, it's straight. It's like I'm not thinking about it twice. I'm straight talking to you, like how I would.
Also,
normally.
to be fair, if any of my messages have not made sense, I'm one of those lazy texters where I'm like, "Hey Siri, text Vivian, say I'm gonna be on in 5 minutes, please." Oh, shut up. No, not actually. Shut up, Siri. But like my shit almost never makes sense, and then I realize, like, after the fact, I'm like, fuck, that made no sense. And more times than not, it ends up seeing either third person or like I'm talking about a third party, and I'm like, no, I'm talking about my fucking self. Like, what the fuck, Siri? So, yeah, no. The only time that it might not seem like me is if shit is sent virtually and it doesn't like translate because Siri's a dumb bitch.
Well, people nowadays just do voice chats, like the voice memos, and are going back and forth talking. I'm new to that, but like lately, the guys I've dated.
Honestly, if somebody starts doing that with me first, I will 100% do that. There was one time I sent my real life best friend, who I actually on Twitch raised money for, because she's a single mom and she was unemployed for a while. And her company ended up not allowing her to apply for unemployment, and her baby daddy's piece of shit, you know, XYZ. Anyways, we raised money for her. She's my best friend in life since elementary and high school, and I've always been there for her, and she's there for me. And when we do talk on the phone, we're on the phone for fucking like 4 hours at a time. I send her like 10-minute long voice memos, and I will text her beforehand. I'm like, just so you know, this is gonna be a long voice memo. Touch your screen so it doesn't go to sleep, and you might have to restart it or pause it. Make sure you have time. So yeah, no, voice memos actually for the longest time were my best friend, but I've realized that not everybody is a super fan of them. So instead, I've slowly transitioned to voice to text, so then that way it makes people's lives a little bit easier potentially.
But if people start it, then I'm like, okay, I guess. But even then, like, it's hard for me to, like, I'll redo the voice memo more than I will a text. Like, and so I'm just like, God damn it. Like, I'm stuck at this. I'd rather just call you. And people hate that about me. People hate that I'm just like, I don't want to text you. Call your ass.
I love a phone call if I'm not, like, if I'm doing dishes. Like, I used to always stream while I was cleaning. And now I've gotten to the point where it's almost like a chore to have to move the camera and get the right lighting and angles and stuff while I'm doing cleaning. Because it's like, yes, I'm cleaning, so I don't care, but, like, I want my viewers to enjoy it too, I guess. Because, like, there was, like, when I was in Florida, my lighting was actually pretty good. I could get my cameras pretty good. And you get the booty popping, all the shit, whatever. So it was almost like, their little girlfriend was cleaning their apartment for them type of vibes, right? I've now transitioned to, this kitchen is not what I had before, so I can't get the same feel. And so I would rather either call somebody to have company, or even better, fucking FaceTime somebody, because then it's convenient.
Yeah, I agree. Kimmy mentioned how she's like always hyped and stuff like that, and I never thought about that. Like, she's always taking pre-workout before her gym streams, which I've always been used to, but now she's been doing more gaming streams, so everything is like, you could tell, like, she's more chill. You're more chill when you're gaming. But the hype is still kind of there subtly.
Okay, so I feel like this podcast is so fucking long, but that's okay. The first podcast is gonna be the longest episode. I'll do better next time, but I'm having too much fun. We'll take a side turn. I used to religiously drink during my pool streams because I felt too awkward to talk to people otherwise. Like, I felt like I had to drink, otherwise I couldn't hang out. And I'm not drinking because I feel uncomfortable with you, just so you know. I'm drinking because I put on my stream title earlier, Thirsty Thursday. I've had a long fucking week. My allergies have been kicking my ass. I've been sad girl hours, all the vibes. Lonely girl, whatever. But
do you listen to Drake too? Oh, what? Fuck. I said, do you listen to Drake too?
No, I do not. I like more pop punk, metal, rock, that type of vibe. So I'll listen to, like, some metal, sad boy hours, whatever. Anyways, and I feel like I'm super slacking with, like, Instagram and TikTok, so I feel that pressure to, like, constantly be keeping up on stuff, so I feel overwhelmed almost. Are you cooking yams for Thanksgiving? God damn it. Seal, calm down.
I'm always cooking yams in the gym.
Oh, God, what were we just talking about?
God, what were we talking about? Drinking.
Oh, no. So yes. So, no, I was drinking continuously on stream, and, like, I didn't want to feel awkward and uncomfortable and stuff, and I stepped back from, I took some time off from streaming and stuff. I had some court shit going on, too, so I wasn't able to drink on stream without, potentially my babysitter potentially seeing my content by face recognition, even though I don't use a real name. Yeah, it's a story for off stream. I used to tell it on stream all the time, but I feel like
yeah, you could tell me later.
It's been over.
You don't have to share everything on stream.
Yeah. Well, I told stream because at one point in time, stream also helped me with some court shit. So, like, I felt like I had to tell them enough details to have them understand what I was going through, which was super fucking hard at the time. Thankfully, 100% done. I'm good to drink 24/7 and do whatever the fuck I want. But, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm sad girl hours. I've been drinking a little bit more. Something that helps me a lot, though, since obviously I haven't been working out as much. And so, like, I'm not taking, I drink G Fuel in the morning as my coffee, essentially. Not sponsored. G Fuel, please reach out to me. I've reached out to you. I would love an email back. But, they don't, I drink that as my morning caffeine, so I don't get a headache. I love coffee flavored things, but I just can't fuck with coffee.
You like coffee?
No, I cannot drink coffee. I've tried every flavor, too. Like, I love caramel and chocolate and everything, and I've tried every coffee combination. I don't know why, I just can't. But G Fuel, because I started drinking G Fuel because energy drinks, A, are so expensive, and B, they're so over sugar and calorie saturated that I started, like, you were drinking Al News. I love Al New, or Alani New. I call him Al News for short. Sorry. But
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, I understand
yeah.
that.
But they're
I'll sip
expensive.
on that all night.
You know, they start to add up. So I started, you know, I drink a lot of G Fuel because I get like the same flavor combination essentially, but for cheaper, and it's more convenient because I don't have 50 cans in my fridge. I have a little can of powder,
A lot of caffeine in the Lonnie News, like a lot.
like
But with like
200.
G Fuel,
Yeah,
you can like just
moderate.
get a
Yeah,
little
because if you do like a
extra.
half scoop instead of a full scoop, yeah. Um, and so like that's my daily thing. I wake up, take the dogs out, feed them, have some caffeine, do my shit, stream, or I've been trying to at least get back to my routine and stuff. But when I would work out, I would have, you know, my Alani Nu pre-workout, have my BCAAs and stuff, and then normally I'd go to the pool stream and start drinking immediately. And so, you know,
Yeah.
my body doesn't even know what the fuck's going on
Right.
anymore because like, you know, I'm now slowly getting back into seltzers and wine and beatboxes and whatever the fuck else. Fireball, goddamn. And something that I realized is CBD, and I know non-ad, which if any CBD companies want to sponsor me, I will take it. But CBD has helped me so fucking much, like with my anxiety and talking with the audience, and I don't feel the pressure
Are
to
we
drink.
talking about CBD?
No, real CBD.
Okay. Real.
However, there's
Thank
a
you.
company called Just CBD, which again, if you want to sponsor me, I will absolutely take it. That now does THC and Delta 8. I tried taking that on stream one time. 0 out of 10. I do not stream well high. I can't.
I've thought about myself now too. I don't do it anymore.
I'm too quiet, too awkward. Like I just literally can't because I'll be sitting here. Like there's one time I'm like, "Oh, I'll take an edible. It'll be cool." And I'm like playing Sims and then like chat's like, "Why are you so fucking
Yeah,
quiet?"
it's so fun when you're by yourself playing games. Like great times, but like when you're
Not on
when you're at the
stream.
chat, no, I'm good. I'm
No.
good. I
Yes.
can't.
So I've been dabbling a little bit. Like there's about a week and a half that I was taking an edible pretty consistently. Yeah, no, not on stream. I there's no way I could I'm the type of person where I don't want to go out in public high anyways. Two, everything for me is a little bit delayed in slow motion in my head. So like for instance, you know, at the end of the night when I'm washing my face or taking the dogs out, I'm like, did I actually do that or am I like fucking imagining this? Because that seemed like slow motion and like, did I actually do this? Because I'm sitting here on the couch bundled up in a fucking blanket for fucking 4 hours straight on a fucking roller coaster watching Chowder on HBO Max. What am I actually fucking doing? No, I fuck with Delta 8 and it's legal and the CBD THC mix, it has I don't remember what percent CBD it has, but it has like 10 milligrams of THC in it. I will tell you, it hits at Chowder High is very great.
You remind me of like a high energy person that would need something to kind of calm them down. So I would think that CBD would be awesome for you. Like
so
you know,
I do not have ADHD or ADD. I have severe anxiety and mild depression. I take the CBD more for like if I'm streaming because I get anxious because you know who knows what chat's gonna give me, or I take CBD if I'm going to the mall where it's a highly crowded area. I don't I can go like you know go to Target not on a Sunday because Sunday Targets are fucking too crazy for me. But you know, just like a normal trip to like the mall where there's a lot of people, I'll normally take CBD because you know, too many people are dicking around, fucking around, standing in the way.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to point A, point B. I'm not trying to like just, you know.
Right.
Normally, if I go somewhere, it's for a reason. I used to go to places to like just hang out and look and stuff, but like I'm not that person anymore. So I'll take CBD for my anxiety in that sense. I do have seasonal depression, which vitamin D has helped me tremendously. Not talking about dick. Literally talking about the supplement.
Oh, everybody needs more vitamin D. It's insane. Like,
Well, no,
that's
I tweeted about that the other day, and I had someone Discord message me, and they're like, "Oh, you just need more dick in your life." And I'm like, literally
oh
not
my
the type.
God.
I'm like, literally not the type of vitamin D I'm talking about.
It would help. Just saying.
Hey, you know what? I'm a grown ass woman. I know how to take care of things myself. I'm not that worried about it.
Same.
But yeah, so no, I don't have that type of stuff. I honestly, more times than not, am actually so low energy and lazy. That's why I'm behind. Like, that's honestly, that's why this
I
podcast
don't
is taking
get that
so.
vibe from you, but yeah,
Really?
okay. I
Well,
think it's just maybe it's like because I only see you on stream in your home,
Yeah.
in the comfort of your home, and you're always like, I gotta get shit done. We're
Yeah.
having a good time, like you.
Yeah.
That's in your home though. So like I guess we're all different when it comes to social places, like being out.
I mean, I feel like it depends on my stream. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, sometimes it's, in the middle.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Same.
But
Got it.
like,
I usually start off really low, and then by the end, I'm like, yeah, we did it.
but see, it also depends. It depends on the day. It depends on how I wake up. Like, if I wake up low energy and sad, like, there's a good chance that's probably gonna be like, yeah, it'll slowly climb. I don't know. It really depends. Like this last week, I've been trying my best to stream every day, even if it's for only an hour, right? I've been trying my fucking best, but I just sometimes just don't have it in me. I'm just like,
Yeah, no.
and for real, like, in all honesty, and this goes to the whole chat and anybody else who's listening in the future. Okay. Anyways, I feel like the reason why this podcast took so long because like I've had contacts with a few different people that I wanted to potentially be on the podcast, and I could have, but because my mental health wasn't good, or the apartment was taking forever to get together, or XYZ, whatever, right? I put it on the back burner and almost kind of like slacked off and didn't try to make it a priority, or my allergies have been kicking my ass, and instead of priorly cleaning my apartment and staying on top of things, I let it get to the point that like I was having a hard time breathing at night. So like I spent this week, instead of streaming as much as I wanted to, I was deep cleaning my apartment. Or I have OCD to the point of my goal is to upload twice a week on Instagram and twice a week on TikTok. And per my notes, I'm behind per where I want to be. So like I have all these goals for myself, and because of how unmotivated and lazy that I am, I'm behind in my head. Yeah. Which, it's super bad to set those goals for yourself, because then you're only going to become more overwhelmed and more anxious by...
I feel like, yeah, but you do make a good effort to still try and get there. Like, even when you don't feel like you're ready, you still... Because in the end, you never really are ready, and that's comforting to you, to me at least, and I feel like you go for it. You're like, all right, well, I got to start somewhere. And, no matter how you're feeling, like, people got to show up, even if you don't feel good, you'll feel better just knowing that you showed up, or that you at least tried. If you never do it, you'll never know. So kudos to you, because I could never have done all this, like that, what you've done, like even doing this podcast.
I will say that, like I said, I had a podcast in the past and I wanted to do it. I knew I wanted to do it. It's something that's, sparks joy, because the nice thing about a podcast, which, my last podcast was with a coworker that I worked with at Apple. So, we had to, anytime we accidentally talked about a coworker or said the word Apple, to avoid being sued per their like contract we signed, I had to edit all that shit out, right? Where something like this, if like, let's say that you, like, the person wasn't a Twitch streamer, right? I have a link I can send them to record the video and audio and stuff, so I don't have to worry about if like the VOD didn't work or whatever, whatever the case may be. I already have all of the websites and procedures and streaming connections and uploading connections and stuff all in play. Like, I literally will send a file to a company that I already work with to upload this to Spotify, Stitcher, fucking Google, Apple, you name it, whatever. So like I already had all those things in play, and I'm like, why am I not doing this? Like I purposefully went out of my way to buy a domain, create the socials so that I had them reserved. Which, you know, I did it I think 2 weeks before I moved, which was poor timing anyways, which I knew I wouldn't be able to get started until after I moved. But because I've been in such a weird headspace, I'm like, okay, well, it's going to take me more time to start getting back on track, right? But like, I enjoy this. You know, I'm not just interacting with chat. I'm talking to somebody. We're talking about things that we have in common. We're talking about the industry and, you know, the good, the bad, and ugly of it. Like, that's what I wanted. And so, like, I feel like
I'm really fucking impressed. Like, I knew you had done it before, but I didn't know what to do or what to expect. I'd never, you know.
I will say, so it's not crazy expensive to do once you figure shit out, but it's a lot of trial and error, I guess, of making the right connections, doing the right emails, getting shit set up, getting all the stuff like in order. Which I feel like I should have a lot easier time with the second time around. There are some few kinks I need to finish out with this new podcast. But, you know, like, I feel like this is kind of my element because, like, I love to talk anyways. And having somebody here to talk with, because, you know, not every, like, that was the downside to having a co-host, right? Is not every time that person's going to be available. So if I get an interview and talk with somebody different, you know, continuously, which if you end up back on the podcast, great. But, you know, if I get to kind of rotate and have fun and talk to different people and their different experiences, I feel like it's going to be a very positive experience for me.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I'm sure.
And then when I get sponsors and stuff, you know, I'm going to send you some fucking donations. Don't you worry. When fucking, what is it? Green Chef and what's that one fucking health website that everybody sponsors every podcast? Selfhelp.com or whatever the fuck they're called.
Audio.
Or Audible, you know, whoever fucking decides to sponsor me, I can then go back and be like, okay, everybody that was on my podcast, I can then, you know, throw some money towards because, you know, they helped me grow this and establish it. So, you know, I, you know, obviously, you know.
That or like a CBD company, you know.
Oh, I fucking wish.
CBD,
PSD, G Fuel, you name it. You guys want to reach out? I'm here. My email's on my pillar. I don't think I have a mod in here right now, which is fine. But, you know, catch my professional email in the link. You know, whatever.
I had a great time today.
Yeah. So, we're going to quickly go through... let's rewind. We've been live for almost 3 hours, so we'll rewind 3 hours. So we've got Creola, thank you for the resub for 2 months. Luna, thank you for the raid. Camilitary, thank you for the gift sub. Real Bricks, thank you for the resub. Hungry Taco, thank you for the gift sub. Twisted Mexican, thank you for the 200 bits. So thank you guys all for hanging out and watching. Not every episode is going to be 3 hours long. This is just a trial and error. We're just kind of hanging out and figuring out what works and whatnot. So if anybody has not already fucking followed Vivian, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go follow her because she obviously is great and dope. You guys have already seen that in the last 3 hours. Check out my socials if you guys have not already. I feel like all of the episode will be uploaded, I hope, within the next week. It shouldn't take that long, but, you know, give me a little bit of time just in case to get the VOD downloaded, get it uploaded on YouTube, get it uploaded on all streaming services. When that shit is all good and available, check out Discord. I will post the streaming link so you can re-listen to this episode again later. Do you have an official link tree, Vivian, for all of your shit? Oh, you're already a mod. Okay, never mind. I was like, are you a mod? Just in case let me mod you, but it said you're already a mod.
No,
so, yeah.
Remember you were drinking the other night and made me mod?
I don't remember. I got into some hot water for that drinking stream Friday. That was a lot of drama that I do not want to partake in, and hopefully dissolved, but who fucking knows. But everybody, Viv's probably gonna go get ready for her own stream. Give her a follow, so then that way when she goes live, you can check her out and hang out with her. More than likely, I'm probably gonna get offline, feed the dogs, because it's fucking 13 minutes past their dinner time. All right, well, thank you guys for chiming in. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. Again, go follow Viv if you have not. Otherwise, that concludes tonight's and first official episode of That Girl Next Door's podcast. I couldn't even fucking remember my own name. Fuck. Thank you guys, and I will see you later, Vivian.
See you later.
Okay, goodbye. Thanks. And goodbye, guys. See you later.